Yo, yo, yo. Let me see if we get the sound situation in order. Welcome, welcome, you beautiful people as always. And we have something very special. We have something very special, something very nice, something very sweet that we can upgrade. Yo, let's get our usual greetings out of the way, shall we? It's going to take a little bit of time for like the messages to start appearing, I guess. So yeah, let's have a look. Who's already here? Xviro, 9van, Jade Elemental, Dumitra Georgian 7320, Christinea 4690 or 4690, Riviru MX0670, Morphix or Mor14 6668, 244, Villarom, Thomas, Harmony Fish, Rodriams, Kyle, Natsu Engel, Miniguian, Phenoplays Games, Odin of Midgard, yo, what's up? Sun Burgeon, Antonio, Dekus, wait, yeah, Dekus, seems about right. Kid Magistor, 6969, Virtual Water 11, 1183, True Frost, Egg Utah, MD Super, Riams 2396. Yo, yo, yo. We have a beautiful piece on our hands. This is a piece that cannot get any better unless you're playing it on a character that has extra attacks. Then obviously extra attacks would be better instead of the damage over time. But yeah. This piece, our only goal is not to roll into damage over time. That piece is pretty damn good. It's my only piece that I have that has attack percent main, crit chance, crit damage sub, and attack flat as a sub as well. I appreciate it. You mentioned the most important part about the unit changes. They shifted the problem to character experience and materials now. Yeah, but I feel like it's not going to be as big of a problem. 3 times into dot? Hell no. 0 times into dot. 0 times into dot. 0 times into dot. Yep. Alrighty. Let's do the first upgrade. One of one. 3 more upgrades for the perfect piece. 3 more taps of no damage over time. Two more taps. 2 more taps of no damage over time. One final tap. 1 final tap of no damage over time. There we go. We got ourselves a beauty. So yeah, sweet stuff, good shit, and a fantastic piece. Probably my best vision on the account yet. So yeah, good stuff happens to good people. I don't know, insert something wisdom wise. So now we just need to find somebody to put it on. Probably we smack it on Tresor for now. What needs to go? Nothing. We can just instantly swap it on. And it's perfect. Sweet. Sweet stuff. A few days ago I said I lost a 50-50 Yuki when trying to save her for Shizuru, and now that Yuki's at level 60 and damn she hits hard and the potential isn't fully unlocked yet. Nice. Rin piece, not just Rin piece. This piece is beautiful for every single non-defense based attacker in the game. It's the right set, it's the right subs. This piece is going to last us a long time. This piece is going to last us a long time. 4.5% crit, 19 attack, 3.5 crit damage. That piece is going to last us a long time. Yuki X or Leia, any third recommendations? You could go Ray, you could go Beryl, you could go... Beryl is really nice. Yuki or Leia, Beryl goes really nice. You could go Ray, as I said. You could... Veronica always works. Khalib would work. Rin or Luke main now. I'll explain a little bit of my idea here. So I still want to get a Tressa deck. A Tressa deck featuring the Shadow Reload Initiation upgrade. Right? So there's a couple things we'll be doing. It's a little bit, you could say, what would be the right word for it? It looks a little weird when we actually play the run. But what we're going to be doing is we'll be bringing in a Ray. And we bring in a Ray. And we also bring in a Luke. And we start selling cards for Ray that could get copied. So Strike of Darkness is going to get sold. Dark Condensation is going to get sold. Predator's Blade is going to get sold. Snack Time even could get sold. The reason why we don't sell Resonating Darkness is because it has the unique tag. So what we are doing is copy chance min-maxing. We're doing copy chance min-maxing. So to increase our chances of getting a quick initiation, outbreak of war, whatever you want to call it, Tressa upgrade card situation going. The same is to a degree true for Luke, depending on the situation. We might go as far as selling everything from Dance of the Demon, seize the opportunity to stealth reload. We do not have to sell Finishing Round, because Finishing Round is a unique card as well. You kinda needed Veronica. I mean, obviously one of the advantages of Veronica to do this would be the fact that she has 2 unique cards, right? Bombardment Prep and Firing Preparation are unique, but it's just a tiny increase, right? So long as you, for example, run 2 other combatants that have unique cards as well, there's no point, like there's no need, right? It just increases the chances by a little bit. Then again, it's all just RNG min-maxing. And also, don't take this too hard. Like, I gotta be honest with you here, just have fun, play the chaos, play your runs, and see what happens. Don't be too focused on the, ooh, I need to min-max the shit out of every single situation, out of every single chance. Just play the game and the decks shall come to you. Even in ways you might not even have been able to think about in the first place. With the changes made to the event chaos and the changes that will happen with Yuki, will you say she's worth pulling? Still haven't pulled for her. I mean, she's a good unit, but if you're not, for any reason, you could say, convinced of Yuki already, then there's no point chasing her, right? Like, if you don't like anything about the design, or you don't like the animations, or you're not really looking for an AoE unit, you can just wait for her to go into the standard pool. That's the thing, right? She'll go into the standard pool after her banner, and then at some point you just get her off banner, and then you have her. Whereas, like, really pull for unit that interests you, pull for units that give you like this, ooh, this sounds interesting factor, and then just get the other units later off banner, off pity, or whatever, right? She's definitely not a must pull. And even with the changes, with the devs specifically talking about their idea of not, you could say, overbalancing units, right? I don't think there's any crazy need to, yeah, think about it too hard, I guess. Alright, we have, do we have a double question mark here somewhere? This is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Alright. Do you think they release a Shizuru trailer in a few days? I mean, I would assume 3 to 4 days before the 3rd of December, which means you can calculate with like the end of November. right? Like maybe November 28th, November 29th is probably the first time we'll see something in regards to Shizuru. How's your run been? We haven't even started it. We spent the first couple minutes actually rolling ourselves a pretty damn disgusting gear piece. So for now our run hasn't even started yet. If you look at the time of us starting to stream, it's been 10 minutes. Wait, you see, receive all 3 of epiphanies at the start? Yeah, you get all 3. It's just, it's the first potential that gives you a random epiphany at the start of a chaos. Shizuru Black Friday? You think they're gonna release a Shizuru trailer on Black Friday? I mean, Black Friday is on the 28th. It could fit, but then again, there's no point. Like, there's no, like, inherent advantage to making it Black Friday, because it's not like you can pay for her or get her before the 3rd of December anyway, right? Right, we know out of 10 based on strength and easy use. 8. Do I recommend upgrading Luke to level 50? If you like his gameplay, if you like his character design, if you like his gameplay, if you like shooting people with bullets, yes. If you're just looking for like super meta picks or anything raw strength wise, even then I guess you could say yeah. Like he's a good unit, no doubt about it. I'm hoping Olea gets added to the new banner. Give me some copies. I don't think we're gonna see a double 5-star banner. I think you're talking about somebody else, right? Instead of Olea? Because I doubt we're going to get a double 5-star banner. What's Renoa's best team? I like running Renoa Ray Cassius, Renoa Nia Cassius, or Renoa Ray. Like Renoa with Ray, Renoa with Cassius, Renoa with Nia is kind of the direction you want to take. Did you manage to rate my 1 build on Discord yet? I don't know. I don't know if you actually pinged me after. I think I looked at every ping. Right? Like I can't look at all chat messages, but if you ping me in it, I probably see it. So you probably didn't ping me in it. What's this team? This team's pretty straightforward. It's doing damage, and we're looking for a Tressa save data. Because I kind of want to see if I can do some funny things with Shadow Reload. And the reason why we have Luke and Ray in here is because they both have unique epiphanies. Meaning epiphanies that cannot be copied, increasing the chances of us getting the chance to copy our Tressa epiphany that we actually want to copy. That's like the thought process. Have you gotten any achievements for using Protoss abilities? I haven't gotten any. I think this achievement is bugged. I don't know. Maybe. I would have to check. I didn't really pay too much attention to like which achievements I did and didn't get. Is this dot Tressa or DPS Tressa? I think it's a mix of both. I guess we go with the base version plus resolve. But yeah, no, my Tressa's just straightforward a mix of both. She just has good stats. She's only level 50 though. So yeah, she has 44.9 on 175.5 at 784. Obviously including zero system stats with void damage. And then we have 20% damage over time. So yeah. She just has good stats and it's a mix of everything. Could I try a Haru, Renoa, and Mika? I don't know why I would want to run Haru and Renoa in a team. Right? I always like to go for more, you could say, obvious synergies and the like. So I'm not quite sure why I'd be going for something like that. Yeah, you just ping me if you did it right. I mean, sure. We can do like a check out for a deck. Let's see. What do you want to share with us? Oh. Okay, so a Rin deck, is it? So what do we have? Oh, HA00 twice. Okay, so we have ourselves a Dark Mist. Okay, first off, this one shouldn't be offensive, right? This one is a defensive ring, so I guess that could be improved, getting an offensive ring. At least you have an offensive weapon, plus 50% if you draw a card. You draw you draw Rin cards here. If I had to choose, right, I would prefer to get the move Epiphany rather than the draw 2. But the draw 2 is the second best option, no doubt about it. A double hitter with 1 AP at 0 cost for Dark Mist stance. 4 hitter for Dark Mist Secret Art Annihilation, which can go really well with drawing into it for the effect right here. Plus 60% damage amount of attack cards this turn for 1 turn at 1 cost with 1 draw. It's pretty decent. Then we have ourselves Forbidden Ecstasy, HA00, HA00. With 104 to random enemies, 1 vulnerable or weakened, which is pretty sweet. Now the real question is, who would you run this as a support with? So you kind of want to run this with an Orlea, because if you run this with somebody like a Ray, you're not really going to be able to do much due to her mainly be boosting 1-cost cards, unless you obviously get the Void upgrade, right? If you get the Void upgrade, so if you're running this with a Ray, try to like find a Ray that gets the increased damage for Void cards rather than increased damage for cost cards, so you can get the max out of this. I don't need to use Lucas with Luke, right? No, you absolutely don't need to use Lucas with Luke. Luke has been very much surprising me in the damage output and raw numbers and raw multipliers that my guy is going for himself. Can you get the Discord link in the chat? Or I guess in the description. Should be the first link in the description if you want to. Why is difficulty 8 tier 12 and 13 and higher difficulties are less? Because you can reroll them. You can reroll them, it's just purely chance based. Any thoughts on Tressa Selena? Nothing super enlightening, I would say. Yeah, no, I don't know. I like Selena. I just didn't yet have the chance to properly play around with her. But it's definitely one of those things I'm going to do at the latest starting December 3rd. Shizuru will kill Rin? I doubt it. I don't think any character will kill any other character. And if she tries, I just have to kill Shizuru instead. I don't know. We'll think about it when we get there. Yo, Eaglehawk, evening to you as well. Yo, JB, what's up? Several people are saying that Ballista counts as a 0 cost. Would there be a way to confirm it? Yes, there would be. So you try to get a similar deck on the... okay, better said, the only thing you need to do is you take a look at the base cost of Ballista, put only Veronica with a crystal ball into your team, and then you don't get any damage boost from anywhere else. So you remove damage partners, you remove somebody like a Ray who could be giving a damage boost, and then you just compare the Ballista damage to what it should be. And then if it's higher than what it should be, Crystal Ball counts. If it's not higher than what it should be, then Crystal Ball doesn't count. How far are we in the combo build? I guess we have a decent Luke save data, but we haven't yet been able to get our Tressa multi-copies for the Shadow Reload, which is kind of like the baseline that we want to go for. So we are like 1 run away, you know? you're always kind of, right? You're always kind of 1 run away. So that's for the most part right now the situation. Is Lucas E0 worth it to build? I think I have enough mats from my refund. The refund is only December 3rd, so it's gonna be a while. I mean, I had my fun with my Luke E0, but I also did know that I was going to get him to E2 at some point. You can absolutely have a blast with him. It's just, he's definitely going to feel better outside of Chaos than inside of the Chaos, because you have the like more reliable ways of getting your hands on bullets. What weapons do I usually go for Luke? I mean, the ring is obvious, right? Like, the ring for Luke should either be the Amorphous Cube with the plus 25, or the Emblem of Exceptional Entity with the plus 30, adding plus 30 to all the bullets, all the other lower multipliers that he has. So these ones, like the ring slot is really, really good. Then chest slot, it just depends on what the boss drops. And weapon, I'm usually going for the Mutant Spike for a 30% damage increase if you have over 4 cards. I think that's the most reliable weapon in the season. Chaos, besides maybe getting like a 12% from Cthulhu. No, the plus 25 cube isn't only for the first turn, it's for the whole battle. That's why it's so good. I'm a Charon main and I've got him to Ego 3 level 60. His attack is 979, but crit chance is 9% and crit damage is 153. What stats would you recommend for him? Get that crit chance up. If you have an E3 Charon, get that crit chance main stat necklace, alright? That is by far the most important part. Make sure you get that crit chance necklace, get the attack percent substat on the feather, on the vision, on the 6th slot, and make sure you get the void damage on the goblet, right? That's like the baseline, and then you can work on sets and stuff like that, but make sure you get that crit chance. Do items worn by certain characters only affect their cards or entire team's deck? Cards in general only affect the character themselves unless it specifically says allies in the description, right? It needs to say like something like allies in the description for it to affect team-wide. How about clearing content with Lucas such as Basin and Cantress? With Lucas, I mean, I used Lucas to clear 9 out of the 9 Cantress, but he wasn't like the main damage dealer when it came to single target, but I used him to do the AoE shenanigans. If I wanted to do like wanted to have like a real fun time with Lucas, I'm kind of looking for the multiple versions of the on bullet exhaust deal damage, but it's kind of the same way how we're currently looking for like Tressa Epiphanies, you know? What about the weapon that deals 40% fixed damage to random enemy every time you use a targeted attack? It's okay. Does Ellie include the character themselves? Most of the time it doesn't. Which is why you're better off throwing it on supports. Any suggestions for supports? I really like Yuki Ray. I'm a big Yuki Ray fan. And then, like, just go Yuki Ray Mika. It's pretty damn solid. No two ways about it. How often do you build to get such consistent crit rate? My pieces are ass. I mean, we have the advantage that not only does Luke's rapid fire get an additional 50% crit chance, making it 100%, but we also have a Janet partner giving us an additional 9% for cards costing 1 or less. So our Luke at the moment has 61.2% crit chance on 1 or less cost cards, which are basically all of his cards. How many copies of Iceberg Cleave do you try and get in the final run? Honestly, at maximum 1. If I wanted to get copies of something, I usually tend to go for flash copies. Because think about it like this. Iceberg Cleave cannot get an epiphany. Flash Slash has the epiphanies. Flash Slash has the potential to get godly epiphanies, copies and stuff like that. Like I usually go for 1 or 2 copies of the draw card and then 1 or 2 copies of Flash Slash. Like 1 copy Flash Slash, 1 or 2 copies of the draw card, and then if I get lucky, a 4th copy of whatever, right? I think we're actually going to go for the stress decrease here to further increase our chances of getting our stress epiphany. Best equipment for Renoa? I mean, I think the Emblem of Exceptional Entity as well as the Amorphous Cube both go really, really well on her. The ring slot, kinda same thought as with Luke. We are removing the card of Ray. Why? So the boss can only copy character cards that are not unique or neutral cards. It cannot copy basic cards. So if I don't pick in any neutral cards, and if I get rid of, let's say, Ray cards that aren't unique, then, for example, my current chances of me getting a Shadow Reload copy, which is what I would be looking for, are with the current epiphanies, right? It's a 1 in, or I guess 3, because we get 3 cards. It's a 3 in 1, 2, 3, 4, in 5, a 3 in 5, right? So I basically, I almost can't fail, you know what I mean? But it is also a pretty arrogant way, because it assumes that I'm able to beat the content while mutilating my other characters' decks. Did I manage to beat difficulty 11? Yeah, I think I used the Rin team. I think I just used the Rin Ray Mika team. Do I need to have a well-built memory fragments for a team to clear tier 12 chaos? You do want, like, your supports are pretty irrelevant in terms of what you have on them. So long as the set fits, so long as the main stat fits, you'll be fine, right? But on your main DPS, depending on what is your team comp, which partner are you running, how good is the synergy between your team members, you generally do want, yeah. You know what I mean, right? You generally do want good memory fragments. But so long as you have the right main set, so long as you have the right set, you're already on a pretty good way. What is better for Meilin? 4 unity of attack and defense, 1 Rising Dragon Spire, or 3 unity attack and defense, 2 Rising Dragon Spire, all with the best epiphany? Probably 1. Because you will always find a way to draw into her Rising Dragon Spire. So having more, like, the best epiphany for a Meilin attack and defense will probably be the 1 AP one. So, yeah, I think probably just go for 4 copies of Unity attack and defense and then just draw the Dragon Spire. Unless, for example, you need to face, I don't know, multiple enemies. I think both of them are fine, and I don't think one of them is, like, specifically better than the other. Would you like to play with Haru, especially in this Chaos event? You can always run Haru with the Khalib. As much as there isn't that much AoE in here, the safety and the synergy between just the 2 cost and the Celestial cards is just, yeah, it's just good enough. Big value, you know? I kind of don't feel like getting rid of Luke cards regardless, though. So we were not going to do that. Rally. I don't really need a rally copy. What's the best gear for Renoa? I think the one cost set. One cost for, 4-piece one cost set, and then like 2-piece attack percent or 2-piece crit damage doesn't really make a difference. Just whatever you have with better subs. Did you test if a team with full force set elemental if it stacks? It's only for the character themselves. Like the elemental bonus is also always for the character themselves. Okay, prayers. One cost doesn't work on Renoa's bullets. Why wouldn't it? You sure? At least that's what I've been the impression under for the most part. That there were a bunch of Renoa mains recommending the one cost set. Due to the bullets themselves obviously being one cost. How much do you think in advance they tease a bit more on the next hero? 3 to 4 days. Alright. So. Upgrade card. Come on. I mean, if extra attack doesn't count, then just go for the standard, right? Then just go for the standard 2-piece, 2-piece. And there's no way you can go wrong with 2-piece, 2-piece. It's Joe over. I mean, if we got like a really fancy Ray Epiphany, or if we got like a really fancy Luke Epiphany, or if we got a Forbidden card, surely there would be a way or a reason to carry on. But how would you know the extra damage is not working for one cost yet? Did somebody compare the crit damage values of a bullet getting discarded on a 4-piece versus a 2-piece to conclude that? Because that is what they would have to have done, right? They would have had to compare the discard bullet damage on a crit with equal substats on a 4-piece versus 2-piece in terms of crit damage output. I'm not quite sure if anybody actually did that already. Rin's best memory set. Outside of the chaos, the one cost set, if you have one cost epiphanies, right? But inside of the chaos, you just go for the 2-piece, 2-piece. You just simply and easily go for attack percent 2-piece, crit damage 2-piece, and boom, done. If you want to, you can also swap in another set like Agony set. If you're running like a way to get Agony, you could also put in like the basic set, but that's all mainly irrelevant. The core is a good attack percent 2-piece and a good crit damage 2-piece. Like, there is no need to overthink it. Get yourself a good attack percent, good crit damage 2-piece, and 95% of all your damage dealers are already finished. Like, it is not that hard. Luckily. What epiphany is best for anchor shot? Can't decide between the hit 2 crit back or this epiphany which puts another anchor shot in deck. Don't do the another anchor shot in deck one. The crit one depends, right? The higher your crit with set effect and main stats, the more juicy the crit chance one. And the look at this, it even would have given us the Shadow Reload as a copy. Unfortunately, it's not the right Shadow Reload. So let's see what kind of loot we're getting here. A feather, I mean, maybe we find some useful support substats in there. The extra attack from Renoa's discarded bullets at the end of the turn doesn't have elemental bonus damage, do you know? I mean, I guess it doesn't have an element. Honestly, I have no idea. How would you even go about testing that properly, right? Is Luke plus Tressa Gucci? Luke plus Tressa goes pretty solid, but I'm mainly looking for a Tressa heal build to combine with a specific Luke damage. Yeah, Luke damage card epiphany, which is this one. So I want the Tressa heal build to go alongside of my Dancer the Demon Luke with the for every attack card used tag. So that I can use Luke's bullets and Tressa's daggers to turn this into like a, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50 hitter. That's the plan here. Yeah, I kind of want to see how far I can stretch it. And the rest, you know, all the other thoughts comes after. Alright, we have some pieces to check. Attack, crit chance, extra damage. It's missing crit damage. Health, defense. Maybe defense percent? I mean, I could do something with this goblet at some point for like one of my healers. This one? Health. Ooh, health with health. Maybe with defense? Maybe. If I ever have too much money, you know. If I ever have too much money. How does a Tressa heal build look? I mean, I'm referring to it as a Tressa heal build, but Tressa's obviously not healing. It's this one, right? It's the Shadow Reload. When healed by a skill card, create a Shadow Dagger. So the game plan is to just pay as few AP as possible to create as many Shadow Daggers as possible, to use as many Shadow Daggers as possible, to get as many shots out of Luke's Dancer the Demon. Huh? Will Shizuru be a Void Striker? Probably. Alrighty. Get 4 copies of that. You got 4 copies of that. Hey, that's sweet. Hugo Tressa or Hugo Luke? Both Tressa and Luke are E1, no signature partner. If you're playing Void, just use Tressa. If you're playing Order, just use Luke. Like, both of them are good enough at what they do that you can use whoever you want. Though Tressa at times can potentially be a little bit more reliable than a Luke. But then again, she could also be a little bit more unreliable. I don't know, it just depends. Pick whoever you want. It really doesn't really come down to much else. Does the dagger count as a bullet? No, but that's why we want the Epiphany that allows us to get the hits out of any attack cards used, rather than just bullets. Because Tressa's daggers are, I can guarantee you that, attack cards, huh? I need to check, I need to glaze a Yuki build. Okay. Alright, let's see. Somebody told us that he has an amazing Yuki build. Let's see how true that is. What are we looking at? So, we have a non-offensive weapon. Minus point. It's a non-offensive ring, clearly garbage. No, just kidding. But you at least you have the right weapon for the 40% damage increase. Could have also been Chimera Knight or the other one, but that's sweet. You have the 3 discard. That's good. What else do we have? We have double attack card draw with the damage bonus, with the inspiration, with AP, prepared to subdue. Oh, this one's different. Nice. So we have the damage increase, we have the right weapon, we have the double draw plus damage bonus plus AP twice, 340 going down to 1 cost Epiphany, draw 1 inspiration card plus initiation plus iceberg plus an aggressive mutant. What more could you want? Right? What more could you want? Pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. That deck is pretty sweet. I guess the only thing you could do is maybe, I don't know, get a Godly Epiphany on Flash Slash, maybe on Freezing Blade, maybe on Aggressive Mutant, but then again, that's whatever. So yeah, that one's pretty sweet. Maybe you could have kept the 2 cost instead of the 1 cost. Depends on preference, I guess. Run this thing with the Nia and you're cooking. And here, I mean, you do have the Forbidden Ecstasy of Violence, you do have the Vulnerability, you do have the extra AP draw. I definitely do prefer the second one over the first one. Save data, glazing time, not really. Alright, so can we get a double tunnel? We do. In the middle, it's even a triple one, which we probably won't be able to Yeah, what's the name? What's the word? Ah, but we could just play the top and then just go down. Yeah, it seems about right. All right, let's see what happens. What's the best forbidden card on a Mika? It depends. Like, for example, if you have ways and means to just put cards back into the deck, not necessarily on Mika, you could just run Mika with the Attunement card, right? The Forbidden Eternal Hunger or whatever it's called. Otherwise, the draw a card based on cost is really sweet. The heal based on draw is not that important. The one permanent cost reduction can be quite big. Like, anything that doesn't have to do with damage on Mika goes quite well. Does the heal for Shadow Reload have to be from a skill card, specifically no futility heal or race heal when attacking, for example? Yeah, it does have to come from a skill card. Though, what I want to test is if it still triggers if it comes from the effect of a forbidden upgrade card that gets triggered by a skill card. Some people said it doesn't work. I kind of want to see for myself, you know, have my dreams crushed and all. Is it good to have 2 costs, draw 1 to activate 2 cards on Mika? Having 2 forbidden cards on anybody for any reason is a good thing. Is it better to grind there in lap 0 than in 0? It's more season relevant, because with the release of Shizuru we get another game mode. Also next Wednesday, which is 4 days from now, we get another boss that we have to beat. So it's just more content relevant at the moment to play the to play lap 0 rather than 0 system. Right? You can just do more with the current save data. You just good look the other day. Is Ego 0 good enough, or should I wait for E2 for him to be useful? E0 is good enough. If you like Luke, if you like shooting bullets, upgrade him. If you have no interest in shooting bullets, then I guess wait until E2. I hope the new shop will have character XP because it's really dry. You can buy character XP from the current shop already. It's just at a horrendous price, being 50 points for 1 experience, and you can buy up to 200. Wouldn't really recommend doing that. Everyone ditched Zero System for a while, huh? Yeah, I mean, why not, right? If there's a new seasonal planet, why would you be playing the Zero System? If there's a new planet to explore, if there's something more time relevant, if there's something you need that you need your season save data for. And also, yeah, I finished 9 out of 9 from the crab. I just used the Luke deck to do so. The fact that you need 360i premium character XP for 1 character to 1 to 6 is insane. Not really. It's just part of the game. Like, if it was less, you'd basically be finished with almost all characters already. It's just the way it's going to be, right? It's not crazy high. It's not like you can only ever afford to do 160 character a month. Give me more credits. Do I like turtles? Yeah, turtles are nice. We're going to shrink to nothing. We're never going to have this many characters to build it once again. Exactly. That's also the case, right? Like, look at the release schedule. We're getting a character every 3 weeks. It's not like the game just drops and it's going to be 500 fucking characters in your face. Maybe we get more if we get like a 4-star on the banner as well. That could be different. But then again, it's never going to be the same amount of characters that you feel pressure to build at the same amount of time. Hey, is it right to push as high as you can for the highest save data? No. There's no difference going from 8 and above. If you've made it to 8 and you want the I guess, easiest time farming the best save data, then you stay on 8. Pew. Dog or cats? Dog? How many points is 8 for save data? 170. Like any other difficulty above 8 as well. Would it be a waste to spend potential stones on Selena if I plan on using the selector for Veronica? No, Selena and Veronica are not the same character. You can just run Selena and Veronica together and nobody can stop you. Nobody should stop you. Cat girl or dog girl? I don't know. I don't think dog girls are really a thing, are they? By the way, is Hugo good with Luke or the bullet won't proc his dingos? The bullets proc his dingos. You don't have to worry about that. Dog boys though? Yeah, but I'm not interested in no dog boys if that helps with anything, you know? Magna gives dog girl vibes? True that, and I guess Khalib is a bear girl or whatever. Am I French? No, I'm not a Frenchman. I just like to pronounce Hugo or Hugo in a way that only a Frenchman would attempt to be. Or like Henri, you know? But I'm not a Frenchman, I am not French, I just like to pretend. How many save data points am I at already? Forbidden card, Epiphany, monster card, 3 cards added and remove 1 basic. Okay. Forbidden card 20. Epiphany monster card 110. 3 cards added, so neutral cards, so you're 170. And removed 1 basic. You're on 190. Congratulations. I hope this game sponsors you to become the main content creator. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. You think they'll ever reduce monster card cost? I don't think they can. There is some absolutely disgusting monster cards that... think about it like this. What if monster cards were 40 and you could have a deck featuring 3 Spirit Key Foxes? All of a sudden, you could, for example, have 7 unities of attack and defense. Like, there is some really, really strong monster cards out there, which is why they have to be careful. So the reason why you sometimes think, oh, monster cards are too expensive is because that's kind of like for like the really crazy ones. Sure, there are some more mid ones, but there are some really crazy ones out there. Shy Gardener times 2 is already deadly, right? Already Shy Gardener times 2 and you're looking at something disturbing. Disturbing. Alright, what are we getting here? No forbidden card. Do monster cards take priority in being removed when you go over the limit? No, it's totally random. It is completely random. It builds it from the bottom up. It's just forbidden cards cost so much that usually they get removed. Like, think about it like this. If your maximum save data is 80, they always get removed. If your max data is 100, the moment they get added, after any other card, they're out, right? It's just they are the easiest to fall, if that makes sense. It'd be acceptable if monster cards are 40 instead of 80 because of epiphanies? Nah, we are fine. Like, maybe they'll tweak them, but there is a reason, people. There is a reason why monster cards are 80. It's not like they were like, let's make monster cards trash for no reason, right? There obviously is thought and an idea behind the price for the monster cards. I know it can get a Divine Epiphany and then going up to 100, but also, if you play on difficulty 15, your save data cap is 170. That means you have 70 more save data to do shit with. Like, you also have to think at the maximum limit. 100 and, like, sure, if your maximum save data is 80, 100 feels ridiculous, but if your maximum save data is 170, there's a lot of shit you can do with an additional 70 points still open. How to get forbidden cards when running the new chaos but only have the base form of them? Is it just pure luck? You need to go into forbidden tunnels. You see this where we're currently at? If you do not go into a forbidden tunnel, you never will have a chance to get a monster card. I can't beat level 8 in event chaos, I can only clear level 7. Is it still worth it? Oh, absolutely. Like, whatever is the highest level that your account can clear is worth it. Unless, for example, for some reason you're like difficulty 10 in the zero system and you're talking about highest gear efficiency. 2 removes plus 2 copies is 60 points. Depends. Think about it like this. What if you use the remove event? All of a sudden, one remove costs you exactly nothing. Then you do one other remove, then you're up to 20. Then you duplicate a card that doesn't have a godly epiphany and it's still 0. Like, think about this scenario. You said 2 removes, 2 copies is 60. 2 removes, 2 copies can actually cost you, what, 40? Yeah, 2 removes, 2 copies can cost you 40. Remove event on the card gets removed, costs you nothing. Remove the first card, costs you 20. Duplicate the first card, costs you nothing. Duplicate the second card, costs you 20. Boom, all of a sudden, 2 removes, 2 copies, 40 cost. Like, there's a lot of shit you can do with just 70 points. The remove event costs you nothing. Yes, exactly. Because remove cards that remove themselves at the end of the run don't cost you any save data, because they remove themselves. They don't count for the calculation. You jumped into the game a little late, doesn't matter. You can jump into the game whenever the hell you want and you can have the time of your life. I wish you a beautiful grinding session, my guy, and I hope you continue to have fun. You have 12 characters on level 50, it's huge. I also spent a lot of gems on refreshes. The first 3 weeks were spent always max refreshing every single day. And after that or like maybe even, yeah, first 3 weeks basically, I max refreshed every single day. And after that I swapped over to only doing 4 out of 8. Four times 2 agony to random enemies. Draw 1. Okay. What we're looking for is we're looking for a Chesser Shadow Dagger reload on heal deck. The first monster card should be free. No, they don't. You just need to play on a higher difficulty. Hehehehe. Not event remove, the remove card transform event. It's, in my opinion, it's a remove event, right? Because you are getting a card into your deck that's called remove, right? Like, you can try to discuss about it all you want. You know what I mean, and that's the most important part. Orlea is the best damage building support outside of Chaos. Can feel a little clunky inside of it. I thought having 12 characters level 50 now this fine would be normal. Not necessarily. I'm so happy that I get E6 Mika, not necessary but the quality of life. Yeah, it's sweet. It makes your second turn significantly more reliable. Could you look at your Yuki deck? Could I? No, I can't. Because you didn't ping me. So, heh. Haha! Ah, shit, you did ping me. No, you didn't. No, you did. Okay. Okay. I'm confused of the remove event. Can you let us know when you encounter it? I will. I will. I'll tell you when I encounter it. What does the armor do? What does this armor do? I don't think it comes to my mind instantly. What does this armor do? Like, I notice this is plus 30%, this is plus 35% for all attack cards for 1 turn upon draw. Draw 1/1 reduction at turn start. Oh, at start of the battle. Oh, that's sweet. That's a sweet chess piece. My guy, you have... The flowing parry is a bit of a dud. The longsword slash or rapid slash, one of them had to go, is a bit of a dud, but let's have a look at the rest. So you have 1 draw card with 1 vulnerable. The vulnerable epiphany is good. The draw is only at its base epiphany though. The flash slash is... I don't like this flash slash version. It's single target and it doesn't really do much. It doesn't have inspiration on it. Draw 1 card that has inspiration. Pretty good. Initiation is sweet. Inspiration on Iceberg. Double vulnerable draw aggressive mount is alright. Double is pretty good. Confiscation with 1 AP and a lot of vulnerable. 1 forbidden algorithm for even more vulnerable, and then a forbidden ecstasy of violence. Good special cards, good added in cards, good gear. The epiphanies on your Yuki cards are kind of a little sad. Hey, no, it's not trash. It's a good deck. It's a good deck, but it gets balanced out, right? You don't have the craziest epiphanies, but you have some really good neutral cards from the sides. But I also feel like you might have too much vulnerability overall in your deck regardless. Alright, so we need to get rid of non-unique cards so that we increase the chances of us copying Shadow Reload, which means this needs to go. Did we already make it to the boss, huh? Crazy. Who do you think will be the next 4-star raid up in Shizuru's banner? Pfft, the fuck if I know. We'll know it when we see it. What kind of question? Right? Like, it's not like I can just magically come up with something. So long as the devs don't tell us who they expect to run with them, or we see anything else, at that point I'd just be guessing. I'd just be talking random shit. Found it yesterday that I had a triple Shadow Decker upgrade deck yesterday. Been using a 2-copy deck the whole time. Damn, that's entirely on you. Good luck that, or good for you that you found out. Is there such a thing as too much vulnerable? Yes, you can have more vulnerable than the amount of hits you deal, making the vulnerable useless, right? If you don't, if you apply more vulnerable than you hit the target, then you are applying too much vulnerability. What you mean vulnerability carry? No, I'm just thinking, like, I'm just saying, if your vulnerability application rate is higher than you making use of it, then you're applying too much, right? The obvious amount of vulnerabilities would be so many that you're actually getting every hit, or more preferably even just only your strong hits empowered by vulnerability. The Protoss Prophet, hey, that is a sick ass nickname. Protoss Prophet sounds goddamn awesome. Yeah, not worth my stamina. Yeah, okay, now this is shit, right? Don't abbreviate it, okay? Don't abbreviate it. Keep it at Protoss Prophet and we can talk about it. The moment you abbreviate it, you might have to go a little bit into timeout, alright? So, I mean, at this point, we might as well forget about it ever existing. Thank you for ruining that. Thank you for ruining this awesome sounding Protoss Prophet. I never want to hear it again in my life. Thank you very much. If there would be such a thing as like a corner of shame or something, you can go in there, you can look at the wall, and you can be happy with your save. Nah, but then again, hey, I should have seen it coming, shouldn't I? What are the odds that we can get rid of this? Like, as a, you know, thing that people are going to be referring to? I greatly appreciate it. How about that? Is it worth avoiding those tunnels when running Chaos? I would go into the tunnels actively in the search of making a good Forbidden card deck. Because Forbidden cards are pretty damn sweet. Okay, no obvious doubles. We can go through the middle here. We could go down. Yeah. Alright. Are you serious? You think this is something that we're meant to read? Like, you thought, okay, why don't I just let my thoughts go free, right? Let's see if I can, I mean, we have the screenshot. Let's see if I can get it. Where did it go? Why does it not work the way I want it to? One sec. Where is it? Am I blind? You know what? Whatever. I don't care. All right, let's continue. We have a Tresor deck to build. Is difficulty 8 the best deck build? Yes, it is. Give me this one. Exhausted. Give me the upgrade here. Give me the shots. What's your baseline of when you restart your run? Is it when you can't get a copy a good card when you're not getting enough Giant Epiphanies? The only reason we're restarting here is because I'm looking for a very specific build, right? I'm looking either for a good Godly Epiphany on a Luke card or a good Godly Epiphany on Rey, but my main point is I want the Shadow Reload Upgrade Epiphany, and that requires me to obviously get the Shadow Reload as a copy option from the boss. So if that doesn't happen, I just run it back, you know? I just run it back. Showing and what you do and don't want to focus on deck building, it goes based on the character, right? It is very character based. If you want to have a good video, like a good video you want to watch, you can watch my video where I talk about what to remove and what to copy on every single character. Because here explaining that stuff, not enough time. So some of you were asking for this event. What is this event? Why does it work? Why is everybody glazing the mutant sample? The reason is simple. You save your dice rolls exactly for this, so that you can at some point win the dice roll. Alright? Step 1, win the dice roll. Step 2, take the card, pick the character you currently want to build, right? Pick the character you currently are going to build and remove any of the basics or even of the epiphanies, does not make a difference, by converting it into mutant sample. This mutant sample itself removes itself at the end of the run. It does not carry over into your deck, and that leads to this costing you nothing. Nothing in save data value. So you're pretty much getting rid of one of your cards completely for free. And the good part is, this is not just something that's exclusive to the Zero System planet, to the Lab Zero planet. You can find that on every single planet in the entire game. Every one of those has an event that asks you to convert something into something else and then removes it at the end of the run. So yeah, the reason why it wasn't like more well known before or anything similar to that, the whole reason is we didn't know how the save data system worked, right? Yes, converting costs save data, but it does not cost save, like convert cost doesn't stay if you remove a converted card. But because the card removes itself, you don't even have to pay to remove the card. How can you be smart like me? How could you be smart like me? Good question. How am I smart in the first place? What are other buffers than Ray? Mainly it's Ray and Orlea. Ray and Orlea are the two prime damage buffers in the entire game at the moment. Is this a free-to-play account? No, this is my main account. Could you do what I'm doing right here on a free-to-play account as well? 100%. Is there a planet that has more than one duplicate event? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know if that exists. I would assume not. Like, there's probably a reason why there's exactly one event like that. Yeah, you've had it happen? Nice. Which planet? Does anybody know other characters that give a dice roll bonus for that mutant sample event other than Ray/Veronica? See, there's an easy way for you to figure this out yourself. Want to know how? You go over your characters and you see who is dexterous, right? Who has the dexterous dice effect in their stat info. And if you find someone, you're like, yes. If you don't find anybody, then they don't exist. There you go. So, do some research yourself. If you want to, you can share your findings with us. If not, then that is totally fine as well. Which event duplicates cards in the event planet? It's usually like a godly encounter. It only happens in the second phase of a fight. And I mean, you see it when you know it, right? It has 3 options, and always the rightmost one allows you to copy in exchange for some debuffs, and you always want to copy. If my second removal is for another character, does it count to removal or first removal? First removal. Everything you do save data related is based on the character that you're doing it for. Oh, in the event planet. Oh, yeah. I misread that as like any planet, right? But yeah, no. Here, the Orvane event gives you the option to copy a card from 3 rare or higher cards. Or if you get the rare version of it, you get the free choose your own copy, including forbidden cards, which is the only event in the entire game that allows you to duplicate forbidden cards. What team composition do I recommend for Yuki? Yuki, Ray, Mika. Big fan. The event does have a rare version that guarantees you to pick any copy that you want, as well as also pick a copy from forbidden cards as well. Is it worth running other planets for builds? Depends on what you want to run those builds for. If you need builds for the hyperspace basin, you can run other planets. But if you're looking for a build for, let's say, Kentris, if you're looking for a more season-centric build, it really depends on what you want to face, right? Like, just check if in the content that you want to face, in the content you want to improve in, can you use non-season save data? And if you can, then play 0. If you can't, then play season. Is Yuki any good when you have Luke? Yes. Luke's AoE, Yuki's AoE, Luke is mostly single target, so they all have their strengths and weaknesses. And I dare say, depending on how your Luke is built, you might just be able to find more success with the Yuki on the Order planet than with the Luke. Less chances of dying horribly. Do I know what the next boss's weakness is? I would say Void. If we go by the outline of the boss, it should be the Void Planet boss, and the Void Planet boss, as we all know, is weak to Void. So the next boss releasing on Wednesday should be Void weak. Fucking hell, Void weak. There you go. Rate E0 Luke 1 to 10, 7.8. It's not the card stealing one. No, it's the it's this guy that you always face in the first part of the event map. The one with the hands and with the hits and with the hunger stacks. Is this a good team for Luke, or would you suggest something else? You can replace Tressa with anyone. You could replace Tressa with Mika, you could replace Tressa with Lucas, you could replace Meek. Like, what I like to run is Luke Lucas. It's just very solid. Good AoE, good single target damage, decent synergy between the two of them. You could take out Tressa for a Hugo if you wanted to. Ray is just the best Luke damage booster, but you don't need her in there. So in general, if you want the easiest time and if you're not so sure with your team, if your gear isn't that good, you always just run Luke, Mika, and then you put in a Ray, a Hugo, or a Lucas. That's kind of like the stuff. Yeah, we're playing Ray solo sustain. Because we don't, like, my Luke is so good that I rarely need more than 3 turns to finish a fight. So we barely get hit. And also 0 system buffs, right? But yeah, if you don't get hit, you also don't need to heal. Wise words from a very wise man. Yep. When you're building a Mir, never. At least not at the moment. I don't have the resources. Luke is E2 currently. Just as the MVP for this event unless you have Kayron. There's no need to try to crown anybody MVP for this event. There's so many good characters for this event. You can run Rin, you can run Luke, you can anything that has a semblance of single target damage already performs really well on this planet. Yo, I have a question. Do I really need good gears for completing seasonal content? I'm stuck at level 9. You can obviously pull through if you have a good team, good synergy, good luck in epiphanies and the Reich, and a good strategy and a good way of playing cards while not getting shafted by RNG. But the better your gear, the less RNG you reliant you are on finding success. Any chance to see the Luke deck you used for 9-9 crap? I can show it to you after the boss, how about it? Is Memory Fragment 4 substats can't roll the same as their main stat counterparts? Crit chance not rolling crit chance main stats? Yes, you cannot get the main stand as a substat. Does not exist. Is not possible. Will remind me, appreciate it. Might just forget it, so... You are very smart. Everybody slaps with the right build, and that's the beautiful thing, right? That's the love of the game. Everybody slaps with the right build. Best Ray build? You know, I don't really have a Ray build I'm super happy with. I like it concise, with some good snack times, with like an AP or a draw 1 Godly Epiphany. And I like the... Yeah, I don't know, like, I don't think I have like a raid that I particularly point to and be like, yeah, this is my favorite raid build, at least not for the moment. I think I might have one with like a forbidden card or two or something, but I don't think they have like a crazy one. I just think she mainly works no matter what you get and what order you get, but there's obviously certain epiphanies I prefer. How do you start farming better cards? Is there a website or Discord that shows builds? Define farming better cards. Right? Like, what exactly does that mean? Thoughts on a Maylin Ray Cassius team? Hey, can work, absolutely. Why don't we have a Ray background? Ask the devs. Yo, no one will know. Appreciate it. Good night. Back into Luke. Nice. What fragment combination are we running on him? Order 4-piece, 2-piece crit damage. Just the harder the card seems about right. My Ray and Mika passively get fuck ton of great saves. Yes, exactly. They all accumulate their saves because they're chilling in every single deck. Stuck deciding between Eloise, the 3-star Fortresser. The 3-star gives attack, which increases agony damage, right? Unless you have a full agony minimum build that where you only go for agony damage, meaning the most amount of DOT substats possible while only going for attack percent main substats, I wouldn't bother with the 3-star partner to push it even higher. You can just go with Eloise, you can go with the crit chance necklace, and then she'll perform just as well, right? Minus level 50, I've built her like a traditional DPS, and she just does it all, right? Like, sure, you might be losing some agony damage, but it also means her daggers and her other cards in general just hit harder. Alright. Yeah, I guess we go with the Seer for the Forbidden. Any information on Seizure? Nope, but we should get information by around the 27th, 28th, maybe the 29th. Maybe they'll even bring out a teaser earlier. What a useless Divine Epiphany. Maybe I should have used the select your own card and then put it on the shadow. Yeah, that would have been smarter. If I put the select your own Epiphany on shadow reload, we could have seen if we already get the upgrade card. Question, E4 win or partner purchase from the store? I can get E4 with the foreign currency? Hell no! Like, E4 win, it is quality of life, but you don't need it. You don't need the E4 on Rin. It's definitely not worth 400 points. Like, if you get it, and if you pull another Rin, sure, sweet. Or if for some reason you want to rush the E6, even though that one's not that great. But, nah, bro. You're not spending 400 to get E4 Rin. The select often triggers the divine as well, you feel? I mean, this one would have been a guaranteed non-divine select because it was blue text, right? It's only gonna be a divine epiphany if it has gold text on the select. Kinda hope for Shizuru to be a psionic. One step, we have only 2 for them. Second, because I'm too invested into Rin. Hey, just because a character has the same class and same element doesn't mean you still can't play the other character. Like, I don't get this whole sentiment of being like, oh no, Rin might just die, or oh, Yuki is the new green Rin, or you know, like that whole stuff. Who cares? So should you always go for a partner you don't have over an ego manifestation of a character? Subjective. Depends on the ego manifestation we're talking about. Yeah, Rin is E3 low, she just keeps popping up. Hey, that's good, but don't go out of your way chasing more Rin copies. I can buy a partner from a shop at the moment, have E2 Haru, Izu, Yuki by waiting Shizuru's banner for choice. Smart. One Epiphany verse, remove one card at the beginning of the run, which is best. Depends on your pathing. Like, if you... Nice. If you usually go to shops... no, I always pick the remove. I gotta be honest with you here. I always pick the remove as an option. Any chance the Christmas combatant could be free? %. I would say there's like a 5% chance the devs give us Serenial for free. 5%. 2.5%. 1.2%. 1.2%, alright? It's a 1 in 100. Like, the only way that happens is if the devs fuck up in some way, shape, or form, making them feel like they're forced to try and make up to us with something. Like, unless the devs make a major fumble, there's no way. Can you try Haru, Renoa, and Mika? Haru Anchor Shot has discard all cards. Is that a synergy? It's okay, but for that synergy to work, you would really only want to play it outside of the chaos. But sure, absolutely, creating a bunch of Renoa cards and then using the Anchor Shot that discards a bunch of cards and does more damage based on the amount of cards discarded, and then you filling your hand with dirge bullets is obviously a synergy. You don't pull into any curse cards or anything. I don't think there's a point in you going for the Mutanic, whatever the fuck, wave amplifier. Always go for a Predator Spike. Luke deck after the boss. Yep. Probably already forgot about it, so appreciate the reminder. Is it worth returning to the old planets for the rank 30 item unlock? I would say rank 25. The only planet that is worth you going to level 30 is the Blue Pot. Blue Pot is, in my opinion, the only planet worth going to 30 for. On the others, you're basically finished the moment you get to 25. You hate the Blue Pot interior boss? You just have to understand how the boss works and then you'll be fine. Got a tier 15 stage 8, any suggestions who would benefit from 170? Anybody. Like somebody that doesn't benefit as much as others from 170 is Mei Lin, just due to her having way too many free points anyway, because you don't want to remove any more than one basic card. So any main DPS benefits from 170 point cap. Alright people. We have ourselves a double Shadow Reload deck. The dream is alive. The dream is alive. This is a run we're actually going to continue. Triple goblet, huh? Ooh, Forbidden Ecstasy, what do you think? Smash it on Tressa just because we can? Maybe. The first one. Blue Pot, the Passion Planet. Alright. So, let me... Fuck. Alright. Let me tell you something special. If you want a higher chance of getting more cards, like more copy cards during the event planet, you do not want to go to double question marks. This is a forbidden tunnel. Forbidden tunnel teleports us somewhere else, and forbidden tunnel can never have a copy card event, so we'll just skip the forbidden tunnel just to slightly increase our chances of getting a of getting an event in our favor. Yeah, going here through the middle seems quite nice. Just reached level 50. Should I upgrade my characters to level 60 or wait for the update? It doesn't make a difference. Any currency you spend now or later, it's the same thing, right? So, yeah, it doesn't make a difference, right? Just upgrade them now. Just make sure you don't upgrade any supports. Only upgrade your main DPS to 60. Anything else is, at least as of this moment, a big waste of monies. The combination of Luke and Hugo must really hurt. That it does indeed. Yeah, I don't think there's any point in killing him here. Do you think what's better, dot build or just straight up attacks? Depends. Like if she's your solo damage dealer, if she's your only source of damage, go for the dot build. If you're running her as a sub DPS, go for the attack build. It just depends on how high is your kill time. If your kill time is really slow, if she's your only source of damage, go for dot, go for slow and steady. If she ain't, gotta find another way. Alright, hyper regeneration, and we probably just skip it. 6 characters to 60, why did you? My guy, unless it was all main DPSs, you might have been spending and splurging a little too much. Sub DPS is worth too. Depends. Like, for example, I think the only sub DPS at the moment would probably be Veronica. What's the combo we're farming for? Do I still have my PowerPoint slide? Or not power... Ah, there we go. Oh shit, that's the whole display. Ah. There we go, here. So, we are looking for Shadow Reload Initiation to give us Shadow Daggers. To use the Shadow Daggers to get extra hits for each attack card used in combination with our bullets. And then potentially doing something with Cassius as well. That's our goal. So we're going with the Dance of the Demon attack card, hit Epiphany, combined with the initiation, reload, heal, whatever the hell, Tressa build. Man, the translation is still bad on Tressa Ego. It's missing something completely, right? I don't think the Tressa Ego mentions the fact that she's applying vulnerabilities at all whatsoever. To be fair, Khalib damage jumps significantly on 60 if you go for potential nodes. Obviously, Khalib is worth as well. Khalib is a main DPS as much as she's also a... as much as she's also a... Vanguard, right? You're gonna steal the build? No problem. Forbidden card farm seems quite challenging. Hey, it either happens or it doesn't, right? There's not much more going into that. Do we actually need to care here? I wonder. We're fine. Ooh. Sneering dagger. Stress decrease. Give me the sneering dagger. Let's put that on Ray for now. Straight through the middle, right? Yeah, straight through the middle. Yeah, we'll be fine. Boom. Wait, why would I have to kill with Ray for that? It's still breaking, I think. As much as it says when an enemy is defeated, too vulnerable to all enemies, it's probably still breaking, but I'd have to check. At least that's how the way it worked before. And I would still assume it's gonna be breaking. But if it isn't, even then, it's a good dagger. Don't really mind it too much. And even then, we could also just whip out like a Ray ult, you know, to get a kill. Should be fine. Okay, what do we need to do here? We need to get rid of these guys, so one hit here. Bye bye. Then shield. Don't you need Mika for this build to work? Hey, it doesn't mean that I can't just swap in a random ass Mika save, right? Like the last thing I'm missing is potential Mika saves. What's your opinion on Renoa? Renoa is pretty good. I think that sums it up quite well. So let's get a heal in. Let's get some rest of the damage in. Pew! Heart of Jewel, what's it good for? X cost cards. So Tressa, Kayron, and Kalib. No. We kind of have to start this off with an... But we can't, so... I guess we just... Yeah, get hit. But luckily we do have the evade thing. What are we doing here? How much do you hit us for? 396. How much do you hit us for? 117 times 2. 2,800, 2,600. We could use this to reduce the cost. This would increase the cost. So we go down to 2. We pay this. We have 0. We can't play any cards. We could get 1 more AP. Okay. No, it goes down to 2. Yeah. For Yuki, which is best? Chiminary, Dopamine Injector, Replica Core. I think Dopamine Injector, just because her base numbers are so high. What do you think about the fact that we can't recover when we lost all the life points, but we can still play? It feels weird. We should have a way. No, it's your final chance. Like, you either win before you get attacked or you lose. I think it's totally fair, and I think it's already a wonder that this thing is in there. It's like a last hurrah, you know? When everything seems lost, you get one more chance. You either make it or you don't. It's, yeah, quite straightforward, I would say. What playstyle do I like the least? Let's see. What playstyle would I like the least? I don't know. I don't think there's a playstyle I like the least. Maybe decks that are super slow is not something I'm personally interested in. What are slow decks? Counter decks? Decks that rely on the enemy to attack you for you to kill them, or something like a Chesser Agony build. Just maining Karen, he's pretty cool. Sweet. Also, Link Break is fun since technically you can finish Chaos Run on it. Exactly. Does Haru's combo anchor shot skill scale per use? No. Has there been a game on your channel with this much hype? This channel has been basically made for Chaos Zero, and we've only really started posting stuff with the launch of Chaos Zero. So, I would say Chaos Zero Nightmare is the most hyped game on our Chaos Zero Nightmare channel. Hope that helps. I have other channels? Sure, for all intents and purposes I do, but if anybody asks, not really. Yeah, one of them, the game is not going so well, and for the other one I've been sleeping a little on making videos. What do you think, people? Do we go for the curse card because it's another initiation card? This deck is meant to give us as many already initiation cards, so probably not the initiation. Yeah, maybe the for 2 turns attack card agony stuff. Yeah, that'd be useful. True. What does WG stand for? WG stands for my first ever channel, which was a game called Watcher of Realms. And I wanted to make guides for Watcher of Realms, so I took the acronym for the game, WAR, W-O-R, put a guides behind it, and the channel was called War Guides, or still is. And then I was like, ah shit, that's kind of a mouthful. So you have a W, you have a G, you fuse them together, and et voila, you got a shenanigan going. YouTube sensation? I doubt it. I doubt it. Alright, let's see. Yeah, War is kind of like Arknights. Yes, it is a tower defense game with more realistic graphics, you could say. No, no. Protoss Prophet can stay where it came from. I think I'm quite happy with where we're at right now. Can stay where it came from. Alright, I don't like the fact that we're hurting our saves when we're shooting the guy, you know? I feel like it's a little bad, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, oh no, you know? Ooh. What is considered a draw? Just how a draw, anchor shot card considered a draw? A draw is everything where you get a card out of your draw pile, okay? So if you have a move card and the card moves from the graveyard, it's a move. If you draw the card with a move card out of your draw pile, it's considered a draw. So any card that gets taken out of your draw pile is considered a draw action. Would be kind of sad if we die before we arrive at the final copy, huh? That'd be terrible. Terrible. Has anything changed? Not really. How do you know if a card from a draw pile, like when using Cassie's Joker? If the card is not in your draw pile, then he doesn't draw it from the draw pile. No more shadow reloads? Nah, we'll be fine. Surely we'll get through this. With the power of friendship and freedom. Yeah. Yeah. We'll get through this with the power of friendship and freedom. Two and 11 to have a triple shadow reload. Good luck. Source of the Forbidden. Increase credits. Boss HP decrease. We have too many coins anyway, might as well. The piece that I picked up, what does it do? Any card that has a cost of X counts it as X plus 1. So it counts your AP spent as 1 additional AP being spent. You can get a card you played the same turn, it just needs to be a move effect. Power of Enemy in America, that seems a probe. Now, if we had a Luke, we might be cooking. Lucas, right? If we had a Luke, he could probably single-handedly get us out of this shitty scenario. We don't. Which makes it a little bit more problematic. Yeah. How much do you hit us for? 300. So all these dogs need to die before they get the chance to have any funny ideas. Understood.
準備はできている。
艦長、今回の攻撃は強力です。
アルティメットミサイルタレット発射。は
ーい、流れを感じます。私の力で確実に。
Nah, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
行こうか。
なめないでよね。
準備はできている。
失敗したらどうしよう。
Yeah, it should be worth it.
手にかかればみんな無敵になれるんだから。
Nice.
行こうか。準備はできる。
艦長、
行こうか。
ちょっと待て。危険すぎるじゃないか。しっかりしろ。
準備はできている。
呼びましたか。失敗したらどうしよう。艦長、苦しみは深まるだけ。はーい、セッ
行こうか。すべて計画通りだ。
完璧です。
準備はできている。ここか。
失敗したらどうしよう。艦長、防御しよう。艦長、信じてる。失敗したらどうしよう。全てを飲み込む暗闇。一番の苦痛を。
We even came out with more health than we went into. Huh? We came out with more health than we started the fight with. What does Engrave Agony mean? Every time you apply an Agony stack,
締めていこう。
you apply an additional one.
艦長、呼びましたか。かき集めて流れを感じます。
行こうか。
Another silly fight. Let's see how this goes. Depending on our hand, we'll be fine, right? At least he's not like hyper aggressive, right? But we also don't have any additional card draw anywhere in our deck, so
すべて計算済みだ。行こうか。
yeah, this hand is a little sad, you know?
準備はできた。ここか。
What do you do with Chaos Orbs when done upgrading? Just merge new Chaos? Yeah, basically.
今回の攻撃は強力です。防御を固めないと危険です。
Alright, so how much do you hit us for? 137 times 3, 334 times 1. 1 AP is always good.
確実に倒してみせます。
Nice. We could weaken. Yeah, we probably do that here. Because we're taking damage regardless. I don't think we kill earlier. So we just weaken.
呼びましたか。全てを飲み込む暗闇。艦長、信じてた。
Yeah.
失敗したらどうし。はーい、任せてください。艦長、失敗したらどうしよう。艦長、私の不運は失敗だ。艦長、失敗したらどう。一番の苦痛を。
Alright, nice. And now we just heal. Yeah, and I think we can end here, right? Like, I mean, sure, I guess we can kill him. But even if we wouldn't,
艦長、不運の伝のか
I hope. Right? Like, if he dies, we don't get attacked. Yeah. Yeah. We don't need that. Alright, we have 2 more chances for the ore vein. Come on, come on. It's a what in what? We get 1 of 3 copies. It's a in what? We have 2 cards that can be copied. 3, 4. Okay, let's think about this. 1, 2. Mutant Sample, 3. Unsheathed Dagger, 4. Vital Tech, 5. Curse Gouge, 6. Curse, 7. Rapid Fire, 8. Seize Your Opportunity, 9. Dance of the Demon, 10. So we have a 2 in 12. 2 in 12 times 3 or whatever the fuck, right? 2 in 12 is our chance and we get 3 cards. Come on! What do you mean Curse Gouge don't count? It does count. It does count, right? Because it's not about getting an epiphany, it's about our ability to get a copy for it. So, if we can beat the boss, we can get a 4 out of 4. If we can beat the boss, we can get a 4 out of 4. Only slight problem, we have to first make it to the boss. That's probably the only issue here. So, yeah. Let's see how this goes. Hey, more handgun bullets, nice. Oh, luckily, also, I gotta be honest with you here, if you don't have a healer, this one's really nice. Like, at the start of battle 1 evade, really nice if you don't run a, like, dedicated healer or something. How does the gear look? We don't really have a lot of good gear on her. But that's not really what I'm looking for. But maybe with the last shop we can do some refreshes to see if we can get some more fancy pieces. We have a lot of coin. And also we still have the final boss to give us some more gear. Okay, how do we take the least amount of damage here? We could kill off my guy, but he also dies. If we end turn, we get hit. If we heal ourselves here, but we lose the ego points, we kind of need those. I mean, we probably kill him. Is there a way to kill this guy? Probably not in the right amount of hits. Almost. And then we do a ray attack to heal a little bit. Nice. And then we do a shadow dagger. Bing. Alright. Chaos Altar. The fuck is this shit? I mean, can I leave? Yeah, give me some credits. Spam left. Yeah, kill myself. Yep, yeah, for funsies. You know, for shits and giggles, right? Alright. So, we want a 4-card save, which means our best bet is to remove another card, like Predator's Blade, in the hopes of increasing the chances of us getting a 4th Shadow Reload. So we get rid of Predator's Blade, and now we hope for some good gear in here. Recovery Virus, whatever. When an ally uses a forbidden card, damage amount and shield gain. We have a lot of coins, so it's at least better than what we currently have. Bone Cutter. When hitting a target under weakened status. Can we somehow force weakened? We could force weakened with the partner. We can force weakened with the Cursed Gouge, right? Here, to weaken. Yeah, we can still get the copy after boss, yes. So, Bone Cutter is pretty decent. For now. Combat Boots is better than nothing, right? So let's see what else we can get. Torch of Wrath. 2 mark. Drawing by ability. X at 1. 50%. Attack card 2 or more. No. Titan Combat Suit. When taking damage, recover HP. I mean, it's better than the boots. Silver Survivor's Hood. Fixed shield. Start of the battle. No. Overcurrent shock unit. No. Aimed fire. No. Brainwave helmet. No. We could smack a reorganize into Tressor's deck. But I feel like it'd be kind... Smacking a reorganize into Tressor's deck with Tressor having a forbidden ecstasy of violence wouldn't even be the worst thing ever. I guess. But no, our save data is already decently high, isn't it? So no need to risk it. I also don't want to do the calculations. Incomplete Carapace is definitely better than this. Extra shield. Mutagenic Wave Amplifier. Drawing a status or curse card damage amount is definitely weaker than the shovel. Dopamine Injector again. But we are not drawing. Okay, last refresh. Time Regulator does nothing. Brainwave Blocking Helmet does nothing. Quick Draw Initiation Mark does nothing. Training probably does nothing. Yeah. Oh yeah, we can't rest. Alright, we have 988 HP to kill the boss. See if we can do it. The good part is we picked the debuff for boss losing 30% HP. So that's sweet. I don't think we need the heal and damage reduction yet. Us losing some of these cards is not that funny, but that's unfortunately due to our debuffs. Yeah, I guess we better start getting to town a little. Oh, trained over resting, you're right. Could I have rested? I should have rested. Mental error. That's on me. If we lose because I didn't rest, then we lose because I didn't rest. If we lose with some weird ass HP amount, it's definitely my fault. That's fun. Which memory fragments do I suggest for Yuki? I'm running the order set personally.
準備はできている。気づかれないさ。行こうか。
Ah, fuck me. Undo current turn. Alright, let's do that again. Let's go for the 3.
疲れないさ。
Go for the cars.
深まる
And then we do the attacks.
準備。行こうか。準備はできている。行こうか。準備は暗い。行こうか。準備はできる。
失敗したらどうしよう。一番の苦痛を。このままじゃ危ないよ。
Alright, can we get the 4th copy? Can we get the 4th copy? Oh, he didn't die. I mean, I guess we just disrespect him. Come on, Tressa, end him. So, can we get the 4th copy for the healing dagger? I don't know the odds, but they should be in our favor.
帰還するぞ。
Fuck! Close! Close! Surely we were close. We already had 3 cards. What were the odds? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We had 4 cards for Luke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Really? It was 6? It was a 33% chance. It was a 6 out of 9? Like a 3 out of 9? Damn. That could have gone better, no? Tough. Okay, what are we copying? What are we copying? Curse? Or Unsheathed Dagger? Or do we keep the deck slim and go with Stealth Reload? Curse? Yeah? Alright. Let's see if we can get a fancy equipment. Ooh. Now, if that ain't a decent weapon, like, sure, it's not the best thing in the world, but if we are creating a bunch of daggers, getting more damage on the daggers is quite okay, isn't it? Alright, and we take the loot as well. Alright, so a triple Tressa SaveData deck. You know, I think we're done for the moment, right? You got a second Karen, you need 2 more, so he's not useless. Cap. Stop the cap. Karen even at E0 is really damn good. What you might want for like even more Karen synergies is a Briar, I guess. Alright, so yeah, we got ourselves a pretty sweet Tressa deck. We can have a look at the complete SaveData cost. 110, pretty cheap. So we have a Forbidden Ecstasy of Violence. We have 2 curses. No basics. Forbidden Ecstasy of Violence, 2 curses, 3 Shadow Reloads, a Cursed Gouge, a Vital Attack, and an Unepiphany Shadow Dagger Unsheathed. Why? Why? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, sweet deck. Honestly, good enough. Could there have been a little bit more removed, a little bit more changed? Yeah, sure, but good enough. Too bad we didn't get the better Vital Strike upgrade. It is what it is. It is what it is. Ironically, basic here would be better than Unsheath here. You might be right. But who cares? We'll be fine, we'll be fine. Alright, yeah. Let's do some counseling. You want to bid so many It's not big, but it's just kind of funny. Yeah, it's an interesting idea, right? Luke deck for crab. Yes, yes. Let me counsel brother Luke. All right. What set do I have on my barrel? I ran her with 2-piece. Attack percent, crit damage. Straight up, just double 2-piece. And that's it. And then crit chance, crit damage, and then obviously extra damage as subs. As something you can be looking for. Let's do some counseling with Ray as well. Whee! No single divine is crazy. It is indeed very weird, isn't it? Could an E0 Kron beat the 9 out of 9 crab? With a sweet ass deck, 100%. Just depends on what kind of deck you're dealing with and also who you're pairing him up with and the like, right? A couple more factors. But absolutely. I think every character in the game can beat the crab at 9 out of 9. And that's the beauty of it. So, somebody asked for my Luke deck. This is my favorite Luke deck I was able to get this season until now. Where I have one complaint with it, right? My only complaint with this deck is this has no epiphany. I don't know why, but it doesn't. So that's my problem there. But no, this is my favorite Luke deck we walked away with. But I think the deck I used for the first time when beating the crab was this one. Pretty straightforward. Basic epiphany, stealth, reload, copy, triple fire, double triple fire, and double dance of the demon. With mutant spike. Obviously here like Amorphous Cube or an exceptional entity, whatever the fuck would have been better. Now isn't this something, huh? We have 4 rapid fires. But also double single shots in there. But yeah, no, these are a bit older. Let's see, is there any other one that I'm like particularly happy with? Most of these are from us actually farming for Tressa and quitting. This one's quite sweet as well. A double hitter, triple copy, double draw, good item, good chest. Double seize the opportunity plus 30% upgrade card and then just a dance of the demon. Did you run it with Lucas? I ran it with Lucas. I ran it without Lucas. Yes. Only 60 points. Hey, not every deck needs to be the most expensive one on the market, does it? Well. Alright, let's try and see if we can do something fun with Yuki here. I think I have, like, let's see if we can straight out of the gate without any crazy practice beat the 9 out of 9 crab. So we have ourselves Nebula Distortion, Kentress, 9 out of 9. We're going to be using Luke, Tressa, and I think just for ease of use, I mean maybe I have a... Probably just gonna be using Mika, because heals and stuff, you know. Yeah, that one's quite straightforward. Not a lot going on in this deck. In this one, we would have healing, 1 AP, fortitude, draw 3, morale. Maybe this one instead. Not quite sure. Uses a forbidden card, get a heal, and then we have our Tressa, and we give a triple shadow reload, and then for Luke, we're going to go with the attack card thing. I should have one attack card saved, that is half decent. Bullet, 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 attack card damage, this one. Oh.
地形把握完了。行動を開始する。
Does a mob use loop apply to the entire team? No.
非常に危険度の高い強敵です。
Alright, yeah, that's very pointless, isn't it? The item, but hey, so we go with our triples, we get our extra damage hit.
なるだけ
Alright, so let's see how this goes. We get the... we only have 3 AP. Can we somehow get one additional? We would have to break him.
行こうか。
Uh,
準備はできている。
why couldn't this trigger lead? Good question, next question. Alright, we just get ourselves 2 basic bullets, pretty straightforward. So this is now a 2-hitter, then we heal ourselves. And now we can get some more attacks in, which already turns this into a 5-hitter. And I guess we just use it. Is that even a... Nah. We probably... Yeah, whatever. Fuck it.
ここか。
Farming deck video, I want to farm efficiently. No, this whole like farming efficiently or farming deck or whatever the stuff is a bit more of a, you could say, recent development, I guess. Ever since we found out how SaveData actually works.
準備。行こうか。準備はできている。
So I don't... Yeah, I've yet to make like a dedicated one. How do you manage to get the 3 copies? We did that run just on stream right here. Like, there's an easy way to get the 3 copies, and that is you get it at the first boss, and you get it at the second boss, or you go the hard road that we did, and you gain it at the... Hey, why does this boss sometimes discard my cards? I'm a little confused. I should know it, but I don't. But yeah, no, we could have even gotten 4 cards, we just got unlucky.
慎重に役に立ちましたか艦長信じてる優位などんなものかもうすぐわかる
Check the debuffs.
元気が出ましたか
Alright.
失敗したか艦長
I probably won't, but it's good that that's an option.
暗い。すべて計算済みだ。
Oh no, not the Cantress. Boom, big damage. Alright,
新力に
give me some more daggers.
艦長
Thank you very much. Do you think we need more 4-star combatants? Hey, I'm the last one to say no to more 4-star combatants.
準備できました確認します
No, he's taken my ability. Such a scammer.
したら一番の苦痛を
Hmm.
慎重に
Do we need more daggers right now? Probably not. I wonder if we can like draw a good hand. That'd be something.
艦長
Maybe not.
苦しみは深い
Maybe we're just not meant to, you know, draw a good hand.
アーウェン様の手にかかればみんな無敵になれる
We probably just should have picked a different partner as well. You see what I mean, right? We clearly did not heal through a skill card. But we still got the daggers. So, what stops the forbidden futility heal from counting? If a partner heal counts. Right? Partners a skill card. Oh wait, yeah, you're right? If I check out the cards? No, I mean,
ちょっと待て危険すぎるじゃないか
hmm,
しっかりしろ
深まる私の不運
I don't know if it should count. But hey, I guess it does, and that's that. Ego skills are counted as skill cards. It's called the ego skill. I don't know, that's what I wanted to find out as one of my main things I wanted to know. I don't expect us to win here, alright people? I didn't really go in with the expectation to win, but some of you did wanted to see us win. Now, unfortunately I don't have a forbidden futility save data. I don't think I ever completed a run when picking it up. So our best bet to test it, if it does trigger, would be using RNG to get it, right? Like, I think I have a couple with the create one card thing. But this could take a little. Let me see. That's so many cards. Is this one? No. 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 Ah! This one would work. So we need to go for this card, then... I mean, we'll just see. I could also just use 2 characters that can do it. So let's find Battle Mission 1-1. And then we find ourselves a Cassius as well. So we get ourselves a Tressa and a Cassius and an Array and a Cassius. And let's see. Double Joker with Gear Bag. Nothing. That's some sad Cassius saves, I tell you. Ecstasy of Violence, self-generating. Yeah, I think we just go with the top one. You love when your healer gets trauma and wounds your DPS cards? Yep, that's perfect. Okay. So this could take a while, people. Rogue Cassie is taking the L every fucking time. Yep. So, we are looking for the Forbidden card, giving us the Guidance card, so that we can test out if the Guidance card triggers... Wait. With what kind of save data of Chessa did I just go in? That doesn't seem quite right, does it? Yeah. There we go. We would have been able to test absolutely nothing with the power of friendship. Alright. So, let's see how long this takes us. So we have a once and for all answer. 1, 2, 3. Skip. Sure. Though we would probably be faster by not trying to draw it. Praying that it works. It would be fun, right? Would be very fun. Alright, let's see. So, nothing. Also, we cannot quite use the Joker to deck search, because if we do, we cannot afford the card we're pulling. Alright. Nope. Time to try again. So people, this could take a while. We have a 1 in 7 to get the Forbidden card we're looking for. Yeah. Because the other option would be going into a run, finding the Forbidden card and making it out of the run, which takes longer. I mean, it's just a vulnerability build. It's not that hard. You take the damn softies, you get everything that adds vulnerabilities or boosts softies, you put it on Orlea, you remove everything else offensive, and you call it an Orlea build, right? What card are we looking for? We are looking for the Forbidden Oath of Futility, whatever the hell card, to see if drawing... Wait, we cannot RNG manipulate what we get, right? From this? Oh yeah, we can't, okay. So, let's see if we hit that 1 in 7 at some point. Oh, you mean playing a different card before we play it? Yeah, it could help. Yeah, but I don't want to use 2 refreshes, 2 resets and stuff like that. With Ray ult, yeah, but look at our ego meter. You can kind of see our ego meter is unfortunately insufficient. Sadly. I do remove both basic cards towards the end. But sometimes I do like to keep in the 2-cost basic. But you can remove Khalib's shield. You remove Khalib's 1-cost basic, you remove Khalib's shield. Come on, hit! Fuck. But yeah, I like the 2-cost basic for Khalib. But yeah, at some point, if you have enough rallies, if you have enough vulture launchers, you can get rid of it. No Mika build to do Source of Water plus Joker. I should have a Mika instead of a Ray that has a forbidden card generator. You are right. I don't know why I was so focused on Ray. I did think about it, but then I forgot. Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves a forbidden card creator Mika. Nope. Nope. Though, usually I don't tend to put the forbidden card creation on Mika. If I put it on someone, I put it on the support, on the DPS. So I might not actually have a save data like that. The only reason why it's on Ray is because of sheer stupidity. And me then finding out that doing it this way is kind of shit. Because if you pull a DPS card out of the random orb, what are you going to do with it, right? So, I might just... Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I think this might be one of my only saves where I have it on a non-DPS. Yeah. Huh, tough. Continue we do! Continue we do! Whoop, whoop, whoop. I have like 79 Mika save datas, yes. It might be considered a lot. Shouldn't you try the new system boss at lowest difficulty because it has a restart button? It doesn't make a difference when you or where you or how you try it. It does not. Hey, let me get disappointed on my own, okay? Like the problem is, as much as people do tell you something is or isn't true, in most cases, it still ends up somehow doing something, you know what I mean? Like, there were so many times when people told me something was or wasn't working a certain way, and then it ended up working a different way, right? Like, sure, if somebody sends me, like, video proof, right? If you take a 10-20 second clip to show me that it does or doesn't work, hey, I appreciate it, but based on a chat message, I just can't. Why do you choose save files with lots of card for draw test? Good question. Why we have so many? We could do a smaller Cassius save file. But the reason why was just in general, so I at least have a card that can draw. But yeah, we could go with the lesser Cassius save file. We might have one. Yeah, we. Haha! 3 card Cassius. 100 point save data. What gear we have on Tressa? 2-piece, 2-piece.
艦長闇よ闇よ闇よかき集めて
How'd you even get that save data? Good question.
任せてください
Fuck, wrong card. I think I've basically been just eating a bunch of Cassius cards and leaving early. Right? Like you can get like 1 or 2 card save datas by not only deleting early but also leaving after the first waypoint. In my opinion, is Obsidian Sword better than Replica Core? If your character doesn't draw, Obsidian Sword is better. If your character does draw, but the base value of the card drawn is 500%, then Obsidian Sword is better.
私やってみます
No! Please give me the right damn card. Hey, for the blue weapon command 108, it says increase deck damage of cards by 40%, but 1 time per battle. How does it actually work? Your first attack card used does 40% more damage,
闇よ
and that's it.
集めて
Right? Like it multiplies whatever base multiplier your card has for the first attack card used by 40%, and that's all you get. Yeah, I can show you a couple Lucas builds, why not? But for now, I just want to be disappointed, you know? 3 card Cassius. Yep, that sounds like a killer deck, doesn't it? Man, how long do I need to do this? At least 7 times, huh? Healing cards are based on defense. Best blue sword is the sword that gives you 12% damage. Not for a multi-hit build. What is 12% of 54? 5%. So, yeah. Right? Like, the higher the base value of the card that this card is boosting, the better. The lower the base value of the character you put the Obsidian Sword on, the worse it is. But yeah, defense healing is based on the defense stat. You can also read it. It tells you as a tooltip next to any card that heals. Get blessed. Now it will work. I'll take your name for it. All right. I'll just see if it actually does work. All right. So this one is meant to give us the right card, right? Because you blessed us. So let's see if that works. It's taking a little long for the card to come into our hand. I'm already a bit suspicious.
呼びました。任せてください
I don't know. Do we even have a draw-related card that doesn't heal in the save data?
レイです
Fuck. Ah, we do. A Cassius, right? This one. Yeah, draw 1. Yeah, that'd be fine to test it. Because that's... Fuck, but it's not a skill card. So shuffle. Shuffle would be the only way for us to test if it does or doesn't work. Can a shuffle even create a card?
闇よ闇よ
Like, let's say it does work. Does it create the daggers and then shuffle our hand? Does it create the daggers after shuffling our... I don't even know. So many questions. Yeah, we're going to see if you can use the forbidden card to heal with with draw cards, right? With cards that don't heal. Dude, we're not talking about Shuffle creating anything. Yeah, I mean, I know that Shuffle doesn't create anything, it draws. Forbidden card, obviously. It would work. It would first create and then Shuffle. It's better, otherwise we don't have a way to test it even if we do get the right Forbidden card, which would be annoying.
艦長闇を闇を闇をかき集めて
Meh, what the where's my upgrade card? W52. Dopamine injector over replica core. Wait. Let me do the math. 40% of 212? Yeah. Dopamine injector. Whee! How's your day so far? Oh, we got a good dresser save data. Man. How long is this meant to take? Holy shit. You know, I think it's actually faster for us to just end our turn and get 5 cards instead of putting an ego skill to draw 2. You bet it doesn't work. Why should it? Oh, because you can never trust the game. What's the best weapon on mail-in? You mean like in the whole existence of the game or in the event chaos? Motherfucker. How do I use it? By shuffling a bunch of turns. Like, I don't mind it taking a little longer, but I just need to first get the card, you know? Replica core is indeed OP with multi-hits, but multi-hits with low base multiplier. How many times have we tried this yet? But at least we're getting faster. At least we're getting faster. Yes! Okay. Okay, we have it. We have it active. Now what? Alright, let's see. So we need ourselves a draw card that's right here. Shuffle, right? We discard our hand, we draw. It's a skill card. It doesn't heal. So does that create daggers? It's a lot of healing. But unfortunately, it didn't seem to create daggers. Even though it was a skill card, even though the skill card did trigger the healing, 'tis what it is. Snake is not cleaner because our snack time, there's a problem with our snack time. You can see it says heal. Right? It reduced stress, so that's a bug? No, that's a feature of the card itself. When drawn with ability 40% heal and -1 random combatant stress. No, it doesn't say recover. It just is the concept of healing, right? Like, for example, how we could use this non-skill card to attack, to heal,
なめないでよね
but it doesn't draw us something. But we could use this heal card to heal, and it creates shadow daggers, even though we're full HP. Yeah, the upgrade heals us, but unfortunately it doesn't create daggers, right? Like this, skill card with the heal multiplier, daggers. Healing, just drawing, even from a skill card, none. Yeah, I mean, you know, at this point, how would you know, right? Like, it is technically a skill card triggering the heal, you know? So, now we know that it doesn't work, which is at least confirmation. Yeah, obviously it would be OP. That's the reason why we were looking for it, right? That was the whole game plan here. To see if you can make something out of the... to see if you can make something out of this forbidden card by doing something it's not meant to do, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. The healing is indeed tied to the upgrade rather than the Cassius card. So the main purpose for this card is still to go on somebody like a Cassius or somebody like a Ray or whatever, and just to get more healing out of the character. Do you know why? Because Whirlpool is an attack card, my guy. It specifically says the heal has to come from a skill card. So that's why Whirlpool, being an attack card healing you, does not trigger the daggers. Yeah. Dopamine injector, replica core, and Tressa? None of them. She doesn't draw, so they're all kind of shitty. You're too high? Doesn't Orlea Sturdy proc spawn daggers? Even if it did, it would be at the end of a turn, usually. So even if it did, I don't know if there would be a purpose. Besides, obviously, the, oh, okay, retain the card, get the effect. Right? Like, I mean, let's have a look, right? We take our here, we take our Leia. We give her softy cards, more softies. Do we have maybe sturdy somewhere? Here, random creation, 3-star creation. It should be appropriate. Ta-da. We go back in. And then we... Hee. Alright. So now we have this out of the way, we get our shadow reload. And now we just need to see what happens with the sturdy. Alright. So... maybe this turns into a sturdy? Nope. Guess we have to continue searching. It only gives a shield when you play it. It heals you at the end of your turn. Alright, we have ourselves a sturdy. Now we trigger the sturdy retain effect. Because the card itself healed us, giving us 3 daggers, and then the sturdy retain gave us another 3 daggers. Okay. What happens at the end of the turn? We get 3 daggers for the next turn? That's stupid. Like, if you if you have double sturdy in your hand, you don't draw anything. You just don't draw anything. Fantastic. Truly fantastic.
仕方ないね。光よ。
Oh shit. Just to showcase it a little, let's put out the devil dice here, get rid of this card, make some space so we can create another sturdy. Right here, hopefully.
光よ。
Okay, and now this should be our inability
神の名で命
to draw anything
奇跡で
at all,
祝福あれ。
right? Fuck. Shortly before we saw success, my guy just had to die. Terrible. Terrible.
じゃあ一眠りしようか
今日はどんなトリックを見せられるか気にならないかね。
Why wouldn't Orlea's final note work properly?
私の神の名で命じる
Okay, we have ourselves a sturdy.
私の助け
We attack. We attack. Whatever. Oh shit. We're doing. I forget that we're not meant to attack. You know what I mean? Like I forgot that we're facing a fight where, you know, things kind of just tend to die. So how about we just pick this one? At least here DPS Orlea shouldn't be killing everything. Alright. So, Sacred Sensor. Have ourselves a sturdy. Nice. Get the upgrade cards out of the way.
かき集めて私始末しなさい
Get the heal. Get 2 daggers. Get the softy out of the way.
浄化を
End our turn.
神の祝福あれ
裏か表か。
私
Sturdy?
の奇跡で
Indeed a sturdy. But just
ど
one.
うしてほしい
So sad.
エランテの力お見せしますわ
Wait. Are we starting to stack shadow daggers in our graveyard? Is there a point to doing that? Probably not, right?
神の名で命じる神の名で命じる
What are we testing? I just want to make my hand utterly unusable. For no reason besides the fact that I can. So we're going to try and get 3 sturdies or something into our hand. To make sure that my hand never draws any cards. Uh,
ちょ信じて
yeah.
私
Sturdy?
まばゆい奇跡で
Swifty. Eh.
次は強力な攻撃が来ますわ
I mean, I know the outcome, I know what it's going to do, but I still just want to see it, you know, just in case. Sturdy?
神の名で命じる
Sturdy, sweet. Okay, now we have... Almost. We're still drawing a card. We're still drawing 1 card every turn, which is a disgrace. Who likes card draw anyway? Yeah. I mean, I guess we could create 10,000 daggers for no reason. Yep. Thank you. Good stuff. Here, take this. Now, how do we get one more sturdy? Just because. How do I get one more sturdy? Mysteries. Bro's morale is at, yeah, ours is at -8. And he's at 21. He's chilling. Look at our, look at our graveyard. I'm not quite sure what we would want to do with this. But we are, in fact, getting a bunch of daggers into our graveyard for no reason whatsoever. Nice. So we now have over 100 cards. How much does Sturdy Shield for? 250%. Without any potentials or whatever. Alright, we now have... what a beautiful graveyard. Let's see if reducing his morale by 5 is enough for us to stay alive. No. Reducing my guy's morale by 5 is unfortunate. Oh. How did we die? I don't know. But yeah, you can use Sturdies and Treasure Shadow reloads to make it impossible for you to draw cards. Which is a top tier deck. Top tier deck. Somebody said you could do big damage with the amount of Treasure daggers in the graveyard? Because there was an epiphany? Is there really one? Let's see. Shadow daggers at the start of the turn. Increase the effect of created shadow daggers. 1, 1, 4. For 1 turn when using cards. 2 attack cards. Agony. Exalt in hand. Okay, damage or enemies in hand. 2x. 2 discard all cards. Create shadow daggers. Vital attack. Per agony. 3 or more. 50. No. So I guess what y'all were referring to is, I guess, Briar? Like, here we could use technically we could have agent collection partners. We could have used the Briar to increase our damage by 1000%. But it wouldn't work, right? Because it's attack cards. Yeah, she can't get rid of those. So that wouldn't have worked as well. So I guess there's no way to do anything with daggers, right? Yeah. So daggers don't do shit, do they? Like, not using a dagger and having it go into your deck is a pretty bad idea. Good to know. Good to know. Oh, for Kayron it works. What do you mean her Briar doesn't work? Oh, yeah, for Tressa, no. Yeah. I mean, it's not good. Like, Kiara is not good. I don't like Kiara. Like, if there are 10 or more cards in a graveyard, attack increase for hunters, and damage... Oh, I mean... To be fair, if we had a graveyard with 100 cards, she would be dealing 2200% damage, but then again, that's still not too high, is it? Right? Unfortunately, that's still not that great. Even at 100 cards, a 2000 multiplier really isn't doing much, is it now? Yeah, there's no point, yeah. Mika or Leia Tressa for Max Agony? No, the sturdy interaction really isn't that important, because the sturdies hurt you more than they help. Okay, people? What you just saw here from the deck, it is not a good deck. Getting a sturdy in your hand and creating daggers that stop you from drawing cards next turn, that is not a good thing. Okay? Not drawing any cards next turn is not a plus. It's a negative, alright? That's not something to go, yay. That's more like a, oh, that's kind of shit. So, don't take this the wrong way, right? Like, you might even be running into very involuntarily bad scenarios. We would have to use the daggers, yeah, but that doesn't magically draw us cards, does it? But yeah, but it doesn't draw you cards. The problem is the cards get created before you can play them and before you draw cards. So even if you play the daggers, you still don't draw any cards. Right? There's just a better way. Just heal with the cards you draw. Right? Like, just heal with the cards you draw and you'll be fine. You don't need a sturdy to provide you with with 3 daggers like that. Right? Like, there is no... I don't really see this as anything revolutionary. Yeah, I can show you. So this is my Luke. Lucas. Right? Lucas, we have a 42.7 crit chance on 7% on 35.5. 2-piece. Passion, damage, goblet. That is him. This is my next thing I want to get. I want a 4 RPG 7 Luke. Yeah. I just want a 4 RPG 7 Luke so that every bullet I use deals 200% fixed damage. But no, the actual save data that I'm using on my Luke is this one, which is straightforward. Only has 1 basic attack. Does big damage with the flamethrower, so this is like just big AoE damage clear. The good here with the extra mark. Then we have this one, which has 2 extended magazines with a chance to draw you 1 at the start of the turn, which is quite good, as well as a confiscation with 1 AP and draw, and a forbidden disposable ego with draw, as well as a at start of the turn attack change with an attack increase, a draw 1/1 weaken. This epiphany isn't that good. This one has draw, and yeah, so yeah, he's kind of like my bullet support with that one. Let's see, what else do I have? Yeah, I don't have that many Lucas saves. But yeah, shut up, he's not ass. He does big boy damage. Yeah. But I mean, we can take on I mean, everybody likes to see the crab die at 9 out of 9 for some reason, so we can do one more run before we call it here, and we just use Luke, Lucas, and Ray. And for all intents and purposes, I should not lose. I should not doesn't mean that it won't still happen. But yeah, let's see. I think we have this one in here, and then we just use a more basic one, or I guess no, my favorite one. Where is it? Where's my favorite one? I should give it, I should make it a favorite if it's my favorite one, shouldn't I? Yep. This one right here. Hey! Still changed back to the wrong one. Ta-da!
戦闘の予定
Well, and we have this ready, we have this ready.
長が俺に何
The draw one, extra draw, 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 draw. And then we just get...
把握完了行動を開始する
Lucas owns the grab. Did I quit? No. Alrighty, let's see. We get our damage increase. We hopefully draw save something useful. Not really.
ちょっと熱いかもな
Yeah, not the greatest start to a run, I'll admit. After turn 6 I'm finished. Yeah, I think because I'm not going for any specific build or any crazy synergies, I think it usually takes us to like turn, I don't know, 7 or 8 or something. But I'm not too bothered by it, honestly.
どここいつの出番だな俺に任せてくれ
呼びましたか一味違いますよ
Do you should they make sets in E7 where you can stack sets like 2 set plus 12%, another 2 set plus 12% attack, another 2 set? Could you stack the same sets in Epic 7? I gotta be honest with you here, I don't even remember. Could have sworn you could. I don't even know, it's been a while.
準備はできた
ちょっと熱いかもな
You could? Nah, I don't think you should be able to stack 2 sets. Because it would make deck building even a little more lame on top of everything else.
ちょっと熱い
食らえ
ちょっと熱いちょっと熱いちょっと熱いちょっと熱いちょっと熱いちょっと熱いちょっと熱いちょっと熱いかもな
Now imagine this with 4 times the amount of flamethrowers. Right? Just imagine the beauty, imagine the magnificence of one such shenanigan.
本気出しちゃおっかなこれで終わりだ
Also, I really like his skill. Like, ego skill, AoE damage, draw 3, say less. You know? Like, I'm in. Thank you.
食らえ準備はできた
ちょっと熱い
Hey, he took my card. Fucker.
ちょっと熱いかもちょっと熱いかちょっと熱いよちょっと熱いちょっと熱いおっと頭の上気ぃつけろよ
E6 Lucas is a game changer. E6 Lucas is very useful. The ability to play 1 bullet at the start of every turn at 0 cost is indeed pretty darn useful. Alright, yeah, I don't know, Flame Shot. He doesn't have a shield, so I guess we just go with Flame Shot.
ちょっと熱いかもな
行こうか食らえ準備はできた
ちょっと熱いちょっと熱いどうちょっと熱いちょっと熱い
食らえ
ちょっと熱いちょっと熱いちょっと熱いちょっと熱いちょっと熱いよちょっと熱いよっと
Yeah, it might just be a little too much. But yeah, now I really, you know, I really want to get a multi-flamethrower.
ちょっと熱い余熱感
Like,
ちょっと熱いか
just because why not?
こういうのが欲しかったんでしょ
どこ強火で行くぜ余熱俺に任せてくれ
行こうか準備はで気づかれないさ行こうか
ちょっとちょっと
準備はできて行こうか
ちょっとちょっと
全て計画通りだ
We might need sunglasses when playing 4 RPG 7. We might just.
ちょっと熱いかも。
行こうか。
もう
暗い。
ヘトヘト。
準備はできている。
ちょっとちょっとちょっとちょっとちょっとちょっとちょっと熱いかもな。
Yeah, it's not the craziest thing in the world, but it just works, you know? Obviously, we could also go for like enhanced card draw, or not use array, or use somebody else, or get card draws in a different way, or we could try to one-turn it by just getting specific, like a specific Luke hand, but it's just pretty straightforward.
まだあったっ
Is he playable without the E2? He is absolutely playable without E2. Just keep in mind, you kind of really want to get rid of the basics, get multiple copies of the rapid fire, and then it depends on what you get in regards to like the other ones. He is playable, but he just becomes more fun. Are forbidden cards free? No, forbidden cards cost you 20. They cost you 20. Alright. Yeah. So yeah, maybe we can get a multi-RPG 7 run. The good thing is we can go about it the same way we went about our Tressa run. It's just going to be a lot more secure, because Lucas as a Luke sub DPS is just that much safer. 12, 11, 11, 11, 11, 12, 13. Ooh. Decrease max at EU. 11, 13. Decrease max. Discard EU. 12, 10, 12, 10, 11, 13. 70, 42. Decrease max HP by 20 is good enough. And then we would just take out Tressa. Put the boy in.
借りたいのか。
Put it on nightmare mode. And we'll do one run to the boss and see if we get a copy.
完了。行動を開始する。
Karen needs E3 or Briar? Hell no, he doesn't need. Alright. Convert a common card into atomic decomposition. So we could save ourselves some more points. But we don't need that many save points. We could basically get rid of... Ooh, this could be fun. Ah, shit, but it doesn't work. Because it's a wrong card to convert. Okay. Are forbidden cards free? No, forbidden cards cost you 20 save data. Long stream today? No. This is it's just one attempt to see what happens. Yeah, we probably still also go for the forbidden card. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate the deck review earlier. I'll have to log for the rest of the stream. Hey, don't you worry. The stream won't be that much longer. I hope. I mean, unless Luke surprises us, obviously. We probably should have went for the Epiphany, right? Because we kind of...
どれにしよっかな。
Because we kind of have to, step 1, acquire the card we want to copy in the first place. Luckily for us, there is no epiphanies on the RPG 7, luckily or unluckily, depending on how you look at it. Which means that it's not that hard for us to actually get hold of it. We just need to get it before we arrive at the final boss. So whenever we get the chance, we hopefully, or most likely, just go for like the get an epiphany for a selected combatant option. And that should help even things out a little.
こういうのが欲しかったんでしょ。
余熱。
Creating 5 bullets sounds fun. But if it's an upgrade, I mean, if it's an exhaust or upgrade card, the same thing kind of happens with it. No, we definitely go with the exhaust. because it's more burst. Because even if we don't play them, just having them in our hand at the end of the turn still counts for the flamethrower to do its thing. Yeah. I wish the game didn't overheat your phone. Yeah, it's a decently complex game, that's for sure. Give me the 3. How you survive Nightmare Mode without Mika? By not taking longer than 4 turns in dealing with an enemy and this one. Getting the item. The item that makes the first hit you take deal no damage to you. So yeah, Secret A, deal enough damage. Secret B, don't take any damage from the first hit taken. And that's all there is to it. You really hope Cassius is on the next banner? Maybe he will. Because I'd rather give you money than some homeless guy staring at me in my car at a red light. Hey, Diakin Zero, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I hope I at least was able to entertain you a little longer than a homeless guy at the interstate. Alright. What's the logic behind 3 strikers in a row? What could be the logic behind 3 strikers in a row? Good question. Next question. Maybe we didn't have enough strikers yet, you know? What's the benefit of attacking the event instead of just choosing the option to evade? To just get the evade equipment, you get both the equipment and 40 credits. So you get to save 40 credits more. And I do believe it also helps you build up the meter that you need for your characters to get epiphanies. Pew. More fights, more epiphanies. Hey, nice start. Sweet. All of the attack events work in a similar vein. But it depends on the reward you get out of them. Sometimes you might just lose out on, for example, an epiphany reward by attacking the guy because you then only get like the equipment or whatever. A meter for epiphanies, yeah, there's kind of like a hidden stat, you could say. There's like a hidden stat that fills up every time you fight that helps guarantee getting epiphanies. Working on Lucas's run. Lucas, we want a multi-bullet mega discard. But we haven't yet even gotten the bullet card for Luke to respectively even make use of this. So it could still devolve or evolve or revolve or change into a Luke run. 0 cost Dance of the Demon. I mean, alright. And also the weakness variant, so extra damage against Order. Does Luke's potential scale of neutral or basic? Luke wants neutral. Luke is the only character in the entire game to want neutral potential, and that is because for some reason his bullets are considered neutrals. Everybody else wants unique. Hey, Forbidden Tunnel. Maybe we get a Forbidden card? I think people also forget that Raised Ego 2 heals once per turn. That's not quite the truth, right? It only heals if you attack. So if you don't attack, then it's also not gonna heal. I think we can take the Forbidden Fury thing and put that on Lucas. Maybe. I wouldn't mind having that in our deck. Yeah, alright. So now we're going to select Lucas so we can work towards getting the purple card. Thank you. So now the only only quest of us would be to get rid of as many epiphanyable cards as possible, so that we increase the chances of us getting the RPG 7 from the boss. Do you ever put Forbidden Ecstasy of Violence on Mika? Seems like it would be fun with all the card draw she gets. It's okay, but it's just not gonna do no damage. Alright, and there we have the last Luke card. No Mika, he's playing on hard mode. No, no. No, we have a Luke, we have a Lucas. We are fairly safe. Like, sure, I could choke, or I could get super unlucky, but I'm really not that worried, honestly. If this was higher than difficulty 8, I might start sweating a little, but honestly, difficulty 8 with my Luke build, I don't really see any trouble. Don't really see any scenarios where I'd be shivering in my shoes, you know? Alright, give me some max HP. No. When I say difficulty, I mean difficulty. I'm talking about difficulty 8. We're playing on SaveData tier 14. We're playing on tier 14, so save cap of 160. And I am referring to difficulty as in difficulty. The update is on the 3rd, with the big cashback and whatever. Habla, 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 habla. Give me equipment. Ew. Just delete that shit, I don't need it. I'm having a high trouble farming 1, 2, and 3 memory fragments. I only see 4, 5, and 6 in chaos runs. Where can you farm? You can farm it from the simulation. That's where you can get 1, 2, and 3. Or by crafting the pieces. You go into your storage, you delete the pieces, and then you just craft them. Oh shit, no wait, that doesn't work. I forgot that you just can't just exhaust a pod like a forbidden card. It doesn't do anything. We need more X-cost cards? True. Damn, I choked this fight for no reason. But yeah, honestly, 0 cost Dance of the Demon. Pretty relaxed, I like it. Oh, Cthulhu. Maybe we can get something fun. Maybe like the 1 draw 1 AP on turn start. That'd be a good item. 60%? Take this, Cthulhu. You stupid fuck. It's not a lot of damage, but yeah, it felt good. Triple? Triple?
予熱完了だ。どこおっと頭の上
準備はできる。
ちょっと熱いかもな。ちょっと熱いかもな。
Wait, are you on the new chaos? Because you've never seen it. You need to play on nightmare mode if you want to find Cthulhu.
呼びましたか？うん、力が湧いてきますね。
予熱スーパー。
行こうか。すべて計算済みだ。
私やってみます。
ここか。準備はでき気づかれないさ。
どこをちょっと予熱おっと
行こうか。
ちょっと熱いかもな。
準備はできている。行こうか。
アルティメットミサイルタレット発射。
Do you think nightmare mode is easier? Sometimes it does feel like it. Sometimes it do feel like it. Alright. We can... Oh, nice. No, wait, not nice. I don't like the canyon. I like the mouth. Sus. Give me the stress reduction. The reason why we're not going for an epiphany is because if we do go for an epiphany, we get less chance of getting the copy of the card we want. Okay, what are we removing? Snack time is kind of valuable. I don't really want to get rid of it. So, pretend you didn't see this. Shush. Right? You didn't see anything. I didn't see anything. We are all victims of short-term memory loss. Alright? We are all victims of short-term memory loss and we don't know what's going on. Truly a terrible scenario to be in. Unfortunately, it's hopeless, you know?
気づかれないさ。
予熱よっと。は
ーい、うん、力が湧いてきますね。
どこちょっと熱いかもな。
行こうか。
Oh shit, there was a bullet. No. You blame Cthulhu? Seems about right. I would always blame Cthulhu.
呼びました。流れ
Usually tends to make you be in the right somehow.
こういうのが欲しかったんでしょ。
予熱ドッカン。
すべて計画通りだ。
MIB neutralizer, look at the red light. Was it a red light? Wasn't it like more like a white flash?
どこどれ
Or maybe the red light is a little bit more lore accurate, I don't know.
準備ここか。
Ah, we didn't play the RPG 7 yet. What a waste. Super Special Stinger! Yes, yes, Super Special Stinger. Alright, next turn should at least be a little bit more damage than whatever the hell this is. There we go. Yeah, this should be the end of my guy. And I don't think he has anything he can do about it. Yeah, alright. Alright, give me the loot copy. So far, so good. I didn't want to play this run, you know? But I guess, you know, I guess we're in it now. I guess we're in it now. We lack a bit of sustain, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Alright, for every 3 cards drawn, we don't really draw. Give us 1 AP for 1 morale. Should be fine. Ta-da. Ta-da-da. Question marks, bunch of question marks, some more question marks, a shop. Question marks, and a bunch of question marks. Looks appropriate, so... I guess that's where we go. Follow the question marks. Do you use the basic set on Luke? No. I'm just running a standard 2-2. Ah fuck, they go down to 1. I could play it in a different order in which they wouldn't. Is that worth it? Not really. I probably better just keep my refreshes. Nah, they won't go down to 0. We're already out of it. Right? We already had 3 cost changes, which is why nothing changes, you know? I think we're selling Flashbang. We might actually have to do a little bit of SaveData gymnastics. Our cap is 160. We have 20. This one costs us nothing, so this one is also going to cost us nothing. We still... Yeah, I think we should be fine removing machine gun, and flashbang. Yeah, we should be fine there. Yo, ZXXCH672, welcome. Alright, 5. Thank you. Not that I'm gonna take the card, because I don't need it. Bye-bye. No. Three removes like what, 90 or something? Yeah, triple removes would be 100. So I feel like 3 removes should be okay. Yeah, we should be able to get away with 3 removes. Is Janet a big upgrade for Luke? Decently sized, I would say. Now, do we actually pass by the tunnel? We probably do. We probably actually pass by the tunnel. What 4-star partner for Luke? 3-star. I like a card. I like a card, especially in turns where you like bursting stuff. A card is pretty solid, but if you don't have a good crit chance yet, going for Carity is also fine. Yeah, but then also on the flip side, if your crit chance is already really high, you could get rid of a card and get Carity instead. For the 20% bullet damage bonus. Alright. Let's get rid of this. White Pass Tunnel didn't have Nihilium Epiphany. For example, if I get the Nihilium Epiphany on Luke, then on Lucas, all of a sudden our save data calculation becomes even more wacky whack. And also I was kind of hoping, I'm kind of gambling on the fact that we're encountering the copy event. If you take the Forbidden Tunnel, I think your chances of encountering the copy event are lower. So that's kind of what I'm mainly banking on. Oh, do we even get enough removes? We kind of have to hope for like a removal event, no? Shit. Is there something more removable related here anyway? I hope. No remove in the interior? Oh, fuck. So we can at max remove 2 more, eh? That leaves us... Okay, that means we can't get rid of the... We can't get rid of the Epiphany even if I wanted... of the standard cut even if I wanted to. That's slightly annoying. If we were to go down, we could hit 3 towns, could we? I wonder if we should get rid of Flashbang first. Probably, yeah. Alright, let's see. So this is 1, 2, 3 removes. But then we would also have to bank on the fact that this is the copy event. So we kind of have the choice between 3 attempts at the copy event versus 1. So as good as it would be to get rid of that card, it's probably better for us to... What would be better? Shorter deck in 3 copies or 4 copies? Probably 4 copies, no? Isn't even guaranteed? Yeah, I'm not looking for any guarantees. I'm looking to gamble. I'm not looking for any crazy guarantees. Oh, also, for those of you that have paid attention, we've been in this chaos for 20 minutes. What level? Tier 14 on difficulty 8. Oh, okay, so if you have double flamethrower plate, instead of doing 4 hits at 50% each, What happens if we kill the guy? Instead of doing 4 hits at 50% each, you do 1 hit at 200%. That's interesting.
こいつの出番だな。ちょっと熱い。ちょっと熱い。ちょっと熱い。
You monster. Maybe. What's the safest partner to pick if Battle Pass if I have no favorites? Nix.
どここいつの出番だな。
行こうか暗い準備はできている
ちょっと熱いかもな。ちょっと熱い。
一味違いますよ。
行こうか
ちょっと熱いかもな。ちょっと熱い。
行こうか
ちょっと熱いかもな。
ここか
Good shit. Alright. Ah, it's the copy event! Gamble! We gamble! We hit the copy event. It was all worth it. If only we can, if only we can hit it. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on. Fuck. Shit. We did hit 2 Lucas cards, but they weren't the right ones. Ah, sad. Sad. But it was worth the gamble. It was worth the gamble, I admit. It was worth the gamble. 100%. And then we get rid of 1 basic. What's this? When a card is exhausted, shield. That goes decently on him. Obsidian sword should be better. Ah, so we sneaked ourselves a half decent loot build towards the end. Now the only question is, if we beat the boss, do we get a 3rd copy, right? Hey, give it back, bastard. Alright. Nice. Ooh. So we get the morale, we get the RPG, we get the hits, we get the bullets. Yep, yep, we get our own bullets back. Good stuff. Difficulty 8, tier 14. A banger! So, it took us all of 25 minutes to get ourselves a 3-copy Luke SaveData. Good stuff! Good shit. Alright. Speedrun! Imagine if it was a 4-copy. Huh? Imagine if it was a 4-copy. No, it's fixed damage. I don't think it has anything to do with that. More stroll than an expiration. What is the achievement for? Because it sounds like that is perfectly describing what we just did. Give me the shot of it. What did we just do? Clear Chaos Interior 3 without a single combatant breakdown. Nice. Nice. We didn't have a single breakdown in the interior. Alright. I mean, we did speedrun that shit like there was no tomorrow. So, let's have a look at our newest save data. We have ourselves 1 attack, 1 exhaust card, 1 bullet damage card, a flamethrower, a forbidden card, and a triple RPG. Alright. Alright. So then I guess as the final send-off, we kinda just check how this performs again against Mr. Crab Person, right? So why not? Yep. Only 80 points. Could have been done at lower levels. Absolutely. Alright, Nebula Distortion. Let's see. Kentress. Ready. It's obviously not a perfect deck. There could have been some more changes made to it. But alright, we have this ready. We have this ready. I think we have our Ray ready. We have our Luke ready. Yeah. Let's have some fun. Does Lucas also pair with Renoa? Yes. If you are exhausting Renoa's bullets through exhaust cards, that also triggers his flamethrower. So there's a very specific epiphany, I believe, that you can take advantage of to do some funny shenanigans. And also the good part is, even though we have a bunch of cards in our deck, we can use somebody like a Ray to exhaust the cards, meaning we won't draw the cards, meaning we... That hit the 9 cost. The superconductive protein hit the 9 cost. Secret DOP? I mean, it's pretty good. So, give me my flamethrower copies, please. Not quite. Maybe here. Thank you. Or I guess RPG 7s as the game calls it. And we do an attack. We get ourselves some bullets. And then we go 1 and a 2 and a 3. Oh, it's alright. We keep the crab alive a little longer. Should be fine. Alright. For every 4 cards in hand, so we create ourselves some bullets. Then we play this. And we should be able to draw a bit more. But, I mean, it's good. That means the next one is guaranteed to be a draw. I think here we just don't play him. Wait, so he does... No, he did do it per, but he didn't crit. Okay. So give me... Come on, give me the last copy. Give me the last copy. Hey. Hey. Scam. Alright. Let me get rid of those. Get rid of these. Play this one. Alright, what do we do? 1. That's a flamethrower. That's a flamethrower. These cards getting exhausted is a flamethrower. Alright, but come on. Give me the final one. Let me have some fun. It should be in here. It has to be. There we go. We have our final one. We get our damage upgrade. We get rid of this one. Alright. Now we just need a proper... Oh, we also only have a 12 card deck now. That's decently sized. Alright, so... Let's increase our bullet damage for a turn. Get ourselves some more bullets. Draw 3. Nice hit. Okay, what now? I guess we start attacking. Bam, bam, bam. And then everything should be with the flamethrower. At 354 damage on a crit. That's pretty good. So 10 bullets is, if everything crits, 3,500 additional damage. That's sweet. Alright, let's get rid of this. Let's see. Yes! Yes! Give me damage. Hey, he stole my uranium shot. Kinda makes you wish that the, you know, the aqua balls had more HP, right? So that'd be a little bit more useful. But I don't think it's too bad. Hey, he stole our Dance of the Demon. I think we're dead. But it wasn't a good turn order regardless. But hey, we at least saw what we can do with 3 beautiful exhaust flamethrowers. You thought fixed damage can't crit? See, that's the thing. Luke can. Lucas can. Because... Yes. I don't know. Like, the only thing that can't crit is DOT damage. Which technically is fixed damage, but... Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no, Luke can absolutely crit. So... good for him that we're running him on 42, 35.5. Yeah, I mean, counters can't as well. But hey, Luke can, so that's good. Luke Kiss. Yeah, I mean, we can refine this deck definitely a lot more. But for like a 20-minute run giving us this deck, I'm pretty happy with it. When do you loot the Chaos Loot? Any item specific? Sets. I look for sets. If I want to build certain characters, like I always pick up attack set, crit damage set, and defense percent set. Is what I always pick up, and then I just go a little bit more on the do I need the set right now, right? Do I want to build, let's say, order set, then I pick it up when it appears. Let's see, come on. Nothing good. Attack, defense. Ego recovery with attack. Ego recovery with health. Health with stats. And order damage. Yeah, alright. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, now that we have those out of the way, let's do a couple crafts real quick here. Attack set is always good. Depending on the piece, but like, you can never really go wrong with crafting attack set or crit set. Yeah, alright. It is what it is. Yeah. Notice you. Yo, what's up, Lezoa Dialdi 2646? What set does Tressa take? 2-piece, I think. The best on Tressa is attack percent. No, wait. Maybe, I mean, the easiest that just does the most damage should be attack percent, crit damage, and then agony. Or like attack percent, basically attack percent, crit damage, agony, and you're through. How much investment is in potential, my Lucas? Decent. So 7 out of 10, 10 out of 10 on neutrals is important. 10 out of 10 on neutrals, 7 out of 10 on uniques, 4 out of 5 on crit, 1 out of 5 on whatever the fuck, and we have ourselves this right here. My only issue is my crit chance is only 52%, so we're not yet getting the full handgun damage bonus benefit. Top 10 My top 3 favorites to play right now. It's clearly Lucas, Tressa, and Barrett, right? Clearly. Luke's bullets count as neutral. Yes, yes, they do. Do not ask me why, but they do. I mean, I could give you the explanation that I think is the most realistic, and that is Janet exists. And Janet makes it so that other characters can get handgun bullets from Luke, meaning they have to be neutral, otherwise it would break the game. I don't know. Would Parrish instead of Seth Scarab work better on Meilin? You definitely want to go basic. You want to go basic set, you want to go attack set, and you want to go crit damage set. 2-piece, 2-piece, 2-piece on Meilin. Forbidden cards are neutral cards, yes. Everything coming in from the outside that is not originally part of your character is neutral. Could you use Janet for a Noah? You can, but keep in mind, only by playing the Dirge Bullets does it actually trigger the effect to create a Dirge Bullet. Oh yeah, do you want to see something that you might or might not have known? Let me know if you knew about it. You can go to a partner. You can click on a partner. You go to partners. You pick a partner. You go to upgrade. And then you can check out the manifest ego by clicking on view details. So you can see what would be like the getting extra copies for the partner. So for example, the max copy Janet creates a bullet that gets a 200% damage bonus. 200%. So yeah, you get an 18% chance for assigned combatant cards 1 or less, and then the bullet that she creates is twice as strong at base. So yeah. Or for example, look at Scarlet. Look at Scarlet. 60% after playing 2 cards. 40% multiplier after playing your second card for the next card played. So you have a 60% additive into a 40% multiplicative. Sweet stuff. Who else do we have? We could take a look at Briar maybe. But you would need to own Briar to check that out. I don't own Briar. So yeah. Westmacott isn't as impressive. Westmacott goes, I mean, we've seen it in the beginning, but she goes plus 50 and then times 20. You'll be choosing Scarlet every month? That's, I mean, it's smart, but it's also kind of risky. Because what if another combatant comes out that takes Scarlet's throne? But yeah, I did pick Scarlet once already. I could hypothetically pick her again, but I don't think I will. You know, I'm honestly more tempted. Like, Luke goes crazy with epiphanies. Or with egos. Have you ever seen this? Like, whenever Luke uses a bullet card for 1 turn plus 10% bullet card damage, flat 10%, right? And then this goes up to 40, so all of a sudden all bullets 40% more damage. And now E6 takes it from a 10 to a 15% bonus, meaning after 4 bullets, all bullets deal 60% more damage. And every 12 bullets, no cap per turn, every 12 bullets you play, you get a special new shiny card. That is 240 base, guaranteed crit, guaranteed weak, and it's a bullet. And it has a cool name. It's the high velocity armor piercing, the HVAP round. But yeah, Luke has some funny epiphanies, and he's going to be kicking butt for a long time. Unlimited for controller comes out, but Nyx will be good enough? Yes. Right now, before Shizuru release, I too farm Yuki's broken combo in that lab 0 according to Pritman's tier list, and in turn also farming white fragments. Both Yuki and Luke Ego 6 totally crazy. Haven't looked at some of the others though. I mean, Yuki's like, if Yuki were to also get another card on the E6, I would agree. But it only changes from from 2 stacks to 3, so her cap is, but it is a multiplicative by 45%. Bullet auto memory fragment better than 222? I feel like it is. Like, this Luke has basically been annihilating everybody and their moms. So, I'm quite happy with this performance. Big Luke fan. Good job, Luke. Very happy. But yeah, I don't know if the 4 set, 2 set is better than... I mean, like, my biggest problem with 222 is 2-2 is good, but I don't really have a third set to make it a 2-2-2, you know what I mean? Like a 2-2. Placing Yuki in the same tier as Amir has caused me to just completely discount anything Prim says about character rankings. Yeah, the crit chance is sweet, but we actually wanted a little higher. And that is because every 5% above 40% we get additional bullet damage up to a 60%. No, 2%. 2% for 5. 12, 6, 30, up to 70%. If we could get 70% crit chance on Luke, we would have maxed out the talent, right? 70% would be maxed out. The void set is awkward on Karen, don't you think so as well? You think the void set is awkward on Karen? I mean, let's see. Let's just pick any void piece. When a card is exhausted, increase damage of void cards by a multiplicative 20%? Why would they be awkward? Like, Karen shouldn't have trouble exhausting a card. And you always exhaust a futility before you do your big bursts anyway. So, or it doesn't even have to be Kron exhausting stuff. You could just exhaust something with, let's say, Ray. Luke's bullet is a basic? Yes. No, Luke's bullet is a neutral. It's not a basic, it's a neutral. You misunderstood. Or maybe I talked shit, I don't know. Do you see a world where Marion is somehow better than Scarlet or Mei Lin? Only if you pick a very specific epiphany. Here, if you go to Mei Lin and you pick the 30% crit chance epiphany, she's better because you lose the passion weakness debuff. So if you run a Marion, your basic attacks will still be type effective without you having to rely on passion weakness. So I think that's like the main argument for like a Marion on a Mei Lin, and that is if you run the Flame Dragon's Jewel 30% crit chance. Yeah. Or I guess this one as well, because it doesn't have the passion one. Karen uses if Shizuru would be a main void DPS? Hell no, who cares? Like, who the fuck cares? If Shizuru is a void DPS, then all of a sudden you can run even more void characters. You could run Karen in team 1, Shizuru in team 2, Shizuru in team 1, Karen in team 2, Renoa in team 1, Shizuru in team 2, who cares, right? Karen E6 looks fun, give him a 50% chance to get weaken or vulnerability. Yeah, would be kinda deadly, what about Renoa? Let me refresh my memory of Renoa. So the E1 just gives it more multiplier for every 4 Dirge Bullets cards created. Get a finale card. This one's really sweet. Like, this one's really sweet. The E2. Whenever Dirge Bullet is discarded, gain the Rose Resolve. Damage amount increases by a multiplicative 10 until shuffle. Pretty good. And whenever Dirge Bullet card is drawn, E4. E4 is definitely the stopping point for Renoa. Because E6... it would require you to get Dirge Bullets. I mean, it obviously works with the ult, right? It obviously works with the ult that draws you the Dirge Bullets from your draw pile and graveyard, but... Nah, E4. Should I get E2 Renoa, E2 Luke? I would say E2 Luke is more transforming than E2 Renoa. But if you're a bigger Renoa fan, then just go for Renoa, right? Like, go for whoever you favor. Alright, people, we've been stretching it long enough. I've been stretching this for quite a while now. I appreciate, as always, all of you tuning in. It's been a pleasure. If you want to, you can become a member. You can leave a subscription. You can say bye-bye. The options are yours. We see each other tomorrow with at minimum 1, potentially 2, maybe 3 videos, maybe another stream. And yeah, as always, it's been fun. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. And even if you didn't learn something, I hope, I don't know. I hope it wasn't a waste of time. I don't know. Appreciate it. Peace. Bye-bye.